Touchdown, Haller. He got the ball. He got the ball across right before he took him out of bounds. Haller stretches it for the Marshall touchdown. Oh, my goodness.
69 yards for Cameron Haller. Low snap. Jarvis gathers, throws to the right, and it's intercepted at the 20. 10, 5, touchdown.
Marshall. Touchdown, Mavericks on the pick six.
Goes left to right. He's inside the 20. Inside the 10, 5, touchdown, Cameron Haller. 42 yards out. The young man has done it again.
Fans, be a part of history. Be a Maverick.
It's Mills. He'll get it around the right side. At the 10, at the 5, he's fighting.
Touchdown.
And he's over.
Touchdown. All right.
Chavis Mills from 19 yards out. They're looking for Trel Patton. He's open. He dives. And then he hang on to the football.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Trel Patton.
Oh, what a catch by Trel
What a
Patton.
catch by Patton is an all-out dive. Cameron Haller, keeper. He'll try to bounce it outside. Breaks the tackle. 35-40. Stays on his feet. Midfield and more. 45-40. One man to beat. Cameron Haller gets a block at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mavericks.
I'll tell you what, I don't think I'd let him step off the field again. That sucker is a football player.
They'll throw to the end zone and a beautiful dime piece. Off the right arm of Justin Hart to Trel Patton. As Trel Patton comes up the field, he's up to the 40-yard line. Midfield, he deked him. 45-40 down the sideline. Trel Patton, one man to beat. 10-5. Are you kidding me?
Trel Patton.
Touchdown, Trel Patton. The Marshall Mavericks are on the board. And the ball is loose. It's picked up on the bounce. Here we go.
And he'll score.
Touchdown, Mavericks.
You're tuned to your home for Marshall Maverick football, KMHT. Marshall Maverick football on KMHT is proudly brought to you in part by Marshall Ford, Panola National Bank, Niles Chevrolet, Kenco Pool Spas and Billiards, Jeff's Complete Pool Service, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Certified Collision and Glass, Rodens Appliance, the Marshall Independent School District, Brown Rig Insurance Agency, Marshall Auto Tire Pros, Porta John, Sam Baxter McCool Smith, Earl's Professional Cleaners, Gateway Tire, Rollo's Lube and Auto, Pinky Grace, Pizzeria by Pietros, Kyle Dansby, Attorney at Law, Campbell's Portable Buildings, Patterson Motors, The Paisley Rose, Marshall ISD School Board member Brad Burris, Century 21, a select group, the Carlisle Law Firm, and Bancorp South. It's football time in East Texas. Now let's head up to the press box and join your Marshall Maverick broadcast team, Jamie Horton and Chase Palmer.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Well, hello and a good Friday evening to you, East Texas, and welcome to the latest edition of Marshall Maverick Football on KMHT 103.9 FM and coming to you again worldwide on EastTexasToday.com. Homecoming 2015 has arrived, and you're listening to tonight's Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Pizzeria by Pietros, where you can eat like a champion at Pizzeria by Pietros. Pizza, pasta, salads, or sandwiches, Pizzeria by Pietros can satisfy any Maverick appetite. Open until 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 903-452-1439 and score big with Pizzeria by Pietros. It's time for tonight's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Porta John. Portable toilets for all your events, plus heated and air-conditioned dressing rooms. Visit portajohn.com for more information. And now, tonight's Keys to the Game.
Keys to the game offensively, no turnovers. Throw and catch the football when you have opportunities for big plays. Convert. Keys to the game defensively. Do a great job of getting penetration. Stop and Crandall Hale. Create turnovers. Keys to the game kicking game. Create a turnover, block a kick. Have a punt return or a kickoff for a touchdown. And no turnovers.
Again, that's tonight's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Porta John. Visit portajohn.com for more information. Now tonight's a look around District 15 5A brought to you by Pinky Grace. Stop by 401 South Washington and take care of all your personalized t-shirt and sports uniform needs. Pinky Grace has a large retail section with over 10 local crafters offering handmade and collectible one-of-a-kind items. That's Pinky Grace, 401 South Washington in Marshall. Chase.
The games around the district tonight. The Hallsville Bobcats will be playing host to the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. We've got Mount Pleasant at Pine Tree. This one, Greenville at Marshall. And the big one tonight in district play is going to be Texas High at Longview. That's going to be a big game.
Yeah, that's a huge game, especially after what happened here a week ago. Longview needs to bounce back tonight against a tough Texas High team. If you think about it, Chase, that's two really tough opponents back-to-back for the Longview Lobos. Hopefully, the hangover for the Marshall Mavericks doesn't show up here tonight, and perhaps we'll see a different Longview team against Texas High tonight, again, back at home. It is also time for tonight's players to watch, brought to you by Gateway Tire Service Center in Marshall. They're proud sponsors of Maverick football. See them for all your Yokohama tire needs. Family-owned, customer service-driven. That's Gateway Tire Marshall. Well, apart from the usual suspects for the Marshall Mavericks, Jaquavian Dabbs, Trel Patton, Justin Hart, Chavis Mills, Cameron Howler, Trey Macon, Antonio Washington, and the likes, Greenville, you're going to have to go ahead and stop Crandall Hell. He is one of the best tailbacks in East Texas, much less the state of Texas. One of the leading rushers, Crandall Hale, number 21 tonight. He is a senior tailback, 5'10", 200 pounds. He'll be the one tonight that you need to look at. Gateway Tire, again, sponsoring tonight's players to watch. Chase Palmer, my broadcast partner, caught up with the head coach of the Mavericks, Clint Harper, just moments ago.
Well, here we are, folks. Week 8, the Marshall Mavericks 6-0, looking to go to 7-0 here tonight. Coach, what a win last week against those Longview Lobos.
Yeah, it was good. We got to hopefully turn the page tonight and not worry about last week and worry about this week.
Coach, tell us a little bit about Greenville. I got some big old kids looking here with you on the field early. Tell us what we can expect to see from them offensively.
They're going to be they're going to go as number 21 goes. Crandall Hale is he's one of the best backs I think I've seen this year. He is very, very powerful runner. Reminds me a little bit of Cameron as far as how he runs, and he's a guy that doesn't mind dishing out the punishment. And so we're going to have to tackle well. He's had a number of big games. Had a 379-yard rushing game in one game, and then he had a 280 in the other game. So he's one of the leading rushers in the state, and we're going to have our hands full with him.
Well, offensively, for the Marshall Mavericks, kind of went back last week. They gave you a lot of the passing game. You went back to that, but able to pound and ground those last 4 minutes. That was pretty impressive. Mixed offense for you. Do you expect to see that again here tonight?
Yeah, they've gone to they've changed defenses here in the last couple of weeks to a more aggressive style of defense where they're bringing 5, 6, and even sometimes 7. So we've just got to take care of the football, and when we get opportunities for big plays, got to take them.
Well, Coach, big night here tonight. Homecoming. I know that can be a distraction at times. You think the kids are pretty much dialed in here tonight?
Yeah, I think our kids are dialed in. They've heard the sermon now 3 years in a row. They know that our one job is to win a football game. So I think that the kids have heard that. It's sometimes 15, 16-year-olds. We'll see how they go.
Well, the first time it's kind of felt like fall here in a long time. Hopefully it'll be a good one here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think, maybe first night we start a game where it's below 90 degrees, so that'd be pretty nice.
There you go. October in the state of Texas. Coach, good luck.
Thanks, Chase. Appreciate you, buddy.
Time for tonight's coin toss, which is brought to you by Rollo's Lube and Auto Center, located at 2607 Easton Boulevard North. That's Highway 59. The Greenville Lions won the coin toss, deferred to the second half tonight. Again, the coin toss brought to you by Rollo's Lube and Auto Center, a proud supporter of the Marshall Mavericks. The first half kickoff is brought to you by Earl's Professional Cleaners. Take your jeans and shirts to Earl's Cleaners. Earl's will make your jeans stand up and talk, because Earl's is the only place in Marshall that Cowboy starches jeans and shirts. Same-day dry cleaning and next-day laundry service, family-owned for over 30 years. Earl's Professional Cleaners in Marshall. Marshall will move right to left on your radio dial as they'll start with the football here tonight. It'll be Trel Patton and Chavis Mills back deep for Big Red. A 28-25 winner over Longview a week ago, and it's a short kick fielded at the 34-yard line, and just sitting down right there, making the catch for the Mavericks is
number 41.
Number 41, and I believe that's Sheldon Jarius Washington, as a matter of fact. Williams is 44. I'll get that.
That was a strange play because there really wasn't anybody around him, and he just went ahead and played the safe play there. Good field position for the Mavericks. They'll start from their own 34-yard line.
When it's not your job to catch the football, sometimes you know that if you don't sit down and try to make something happen, you might get an earful.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
good.
a smart kid.
Good play. Good play there by him. We'll see where we start with good field position at the 34.
Marshall 34, empty backfield to Cameron Haller with 5 wide. They'll put Chavis Mills in motion left to right now. Be up on that right side of the line. It's a snap to Cameron Haller. Up the middle he goes, across the 40 and up to about the 44-yard line. They're going to spot him right at the sticks. He's got a first down, 10 yards on first down for Cameron Haller, and it's a Porta-John first down to start here tonight.
No questions on that, Jamie Horton. We lined up and said, here we come, and 10 yards for the Mavericks on first down. So let's see if Marshall can continue this running the football well. 10 yards on the first play.
And it'll be Haller again. This time the pitch out wide right to Chavis Mills. Off that right side, he's got room into Greenville territory and pushed out of bounds at the Greenville 45-yard line. That'll be 11 yards and another Marshall Maverick Porta-John first down. So 21 yards on the first 2 plays for the Mavericks already in Greenville territory. They'll hurry it back to the line of scrimmage at the Greenville 45. Cameron Haller stays in at quarterback. He'll take the snap, give it straight off to Chavis Mills. Spins out of a tackle, and then he's able to corral Chavis Mills as he was spinning out of that tackle after a gain of 1 to the 44-yard line.
Might should have been a keeper there on Chavis Mills on the zone read. Nonetheless, Chavis able to get back about 1.5 yards. Looked like he was going to be thrown for about a 2-yard loss, so good job by Chavis getting back to the line of scrimmage and picking up a yard.
Justin Hart, co-player of the game last week, along with Jaquavian Dabbs, his first snap of the night, and there is Jaquavian Dabbs, who took off way early, and there's finally the whistle stops play, as that one, I was wondering if they were going to let that one go, but I see Laundry on the other side of the field, Chase.
That would have been a big gain because Trel Patton came in underneath and nobody picked him up. He was sitting over there wide open, so that's a busted play for the Mavericks. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on Jaquavian Dabbs leaving a bit early.
Talked to Trel Patton before the game today, and nobody feels worse than he does about his play the last couple of weeks. And that being said, the young man's got 2 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks, including the game winner at Pine Tree 2 weeks ago. It'll be second down, and now about 14 yards from the 49-yard line. Justin Hart stays in at quarterback. He'll fake the give to Cameron Haller. Throws over the middle, over the head of Trel Patton. It's intercepted. Coming back the other way across midfield into Maverick territory is the ball carrier, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Justin Hart just overshot the mark. He was looking for Trel Patton in that right flat, overshot him, and the interception is returned to the Maverick 40-yard line.
Well, and that wasn't as much of a good play by the defense as, he threw that ball right to the safety.
Just sailed on him.
He had to catch that ball because it hit him right in the numbers. So Justin Hart's first pass on the night is an INT. And Greenville will start from the Maverick 40. So a rough start here for Marshall offensively. 10:53 to go in the first. We're scoreless at Maverick Stadium, but Greenville comes away with the first pick of the night.
Can't turn the football over. Marshall did it 4 times a week ago, and it kept Pine Tree in the football game. I formation here for the Greenville Lions on their first possession of the night, and a little pitch to Crandall Hale, trying to turn it around left side, and gets through, finds a hole, stays on his feet across the 35 to the 32-yard line, 8 yards on first down for Crandall Hale.
And nothing fancy here from our friends from Greenville. They're going to run the football, and that's just a toss to the left. Greenville did a good job blocking up front. Marshall's going to have to control the line of scrimmage here tonight and win in the trenches because there's nothing fancy about this, kind of like Longview last week when they're going to want to run the football.
Second down and 2 for the Lions. Their first possession of the game, have it at the Maverick 32-yard line. They go back to the ground and back to Crandall Hale. Nice stutter step in the backfield and carries it up the middle for a big gain all the way up to the Maverick 20-yard line. 12 yards on second down and 2 for Crandall Hale, and the Greenville Lions in business here early on the ground.
20 yards in 2 plays, and Greenville running the ball well. That time it was right up the middle between the tackles. Greenville, nothing fancy again. It's just shoe to shoe on the offensive line. Run the ball. 9:54 left to go here in the first. We're scoreless from Maverick Stadium, but Greenville has first down and 10 from the Marshall 20 after the Hart interception.
Under center and I formation again. They'll go back to the ground. It's a toss to the right. It's Crandall Hale looking for blocks on that right side. Runs over a Maverick at about the 13-yard line, gets all the way up to the 10, and it's a 10-yard carry for Crandall Hale, and it'll be first down and goal, Greenville. Good start here for the Lions.
Here's the problem for Marshall defensively right now. We're not getting off blocks at the line of scrimmage. The offensive line is running us back. We're not getting off those blocks, and it's big holes right now for Greenville. It'll be first down and goal from the Maverick 10, so they're getting yards in bunches. We've got to get off those blocks, Jamie, at the line of scrimmage.
First down and goal, Lions, after the Justin Hart interception. Under center, Weston Jarvis, the sophomore quarterback. He'll take the snap from the shotgun. A quick screen out to the left, a dangerous play, and taken down immediately out in space out there. I believe that's Jernigan with the tackle.
21.
That'll be Micah Smith with the tackle.
That's going to be no gain on the play. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And again, if you're a coach, sometimes you go, why do you outthink yourself here? You're getting 10 yards a pop running the football, and you're going to throw a screen. And that's going to be a no-gain play there for Greenville. It'll be second down and goal just outside the 10. 8:32 left to go here in the first quarter. Greenville in no hurry to run their offense.
Jarvis back under center. They'll go I formation. One by one on the outside. A pitch out to the right. It's Crandall Hale. He'll turn it around the outside, and he's taken down by Trey Macon just inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a yard on second down and 10. Brings up third and goal from the 9.
That's a good play there by Trey Macon. He was able to get off his block and come up field, and that was a stretch play. Greenville was looking for the toss to the right. They just ran a little, wasn't a toss, but it was a handoff going to the right. They'll only pick up a yard. They'll mark it right at the 9. So third down and goal for Greenville. 7:53 to go here in the first quarter. We're scoreless from Maverick Stadium, but Greenville has the ball third down and goal at the Maverick 9.
Just in the left of that right hash mark. Shotgun again for Jarvis. Crandall Hale to his right. They'll throw out over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown. Touchdown Greenville on third down and goal from the 9, and the catch is made by Derek Givens, the junior, 6-foot junior wide receiver. He'll also play a little defensive back, and Greenville strikes first here tonight, 6-0 over Big Red on the 2015 homecoming edition of Marshall Maverick football. Chase, not a good start here for the Mavericks.
No, not a good start for Marshall so far. A lot of time left in this one, but all that was a...
And that kick is pulled to the left, Chase.
There you go.
So there's a break, and with 7:33 left to go in the opening quarter, Greenville strikes first here tonight. It is 6-0. Lions on top. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Choosing an insurance agency to handle all your insurance needs can be time-consuming and sometimes confusing. The professional staff at Brown Rig Insurance Agency wants to put your mind at ease. The staff at Brown Rig Insurance will bring their knowledge and experience to the table and provide you with cost-effective insurance solutions. Come by 303 West Austin in Marshall or 110 East Lafayette in Jefferson, or call 903-938-8888 and let Brown Rig Insurance take the worry out of protecting your valuable assets.
The Greenville Lions go 40 yards in 6 plays after the Justin Hart interception. Your Kyle Dansby attorney at law scoring drive recap. They took 3 minutes and 20 seconds off of the game clock. Marshall with their second possession after giving it away. And now we'll have a stoppage in play as this ball is kicked. And I think we might have had an offsides potentially.
Well, there's no flags. I think the official's going to say they were not yet ready to kick the ball, and the Greenville kicker just went up there and kicked it.
Oh.
So we'll do this over like that never happened.
Sorry. 7:33 left for the opening quarter. 6-0 Greenville on top as they cash in on the Justin Hart interception on the Mavericks' first possession of the football game. And Marshall will get the ball back here. We saw a bit of a wrinkle, not a huge wrinkle, but Cameron Howler started the football game at quarterback, picked up some yardage on the ground, and Justin Hart's first pass was picked off. Another short, low kick fielded at about the 26-yard line. The ball carrier comes straight ahead, and that is number 8, Artavius Brooks, with the return. And a good return up to the 40-yard line. So it'll be about a 22-yard return.
Yeah, Marshall's going to have great field position.
Well, for the second time tonight, they're going to have great field position, Chase. They got into Greenville Lion territory, their first possession, and then had the turnover. So they'll start this second drive again with Cameron Howler as the signal caller. Chavis Mills will be to his right in the backfield. They'll go one straight up top, and that's Clayton Garrett. In the slot here to the left is Trel Patton. And down here on the far side is Bacardi Moore. Snap is back, and the give will go to Chavis Mills around the left side. He's got room and blocks in front. And into Greenville Lion territory. He's taken down off his feet after a gain of 14 yards to the 46-yard line of the Greenville Lions.
Jamie, let me tell you what this is telling me. We don't need to throw the football at all right now. We're running the ball well, and they have no answer outside the tackles. 14 yards for Mills. Ball spotted at the 46.
Shotgun, and this one's a high snap. Goes over the head of Cameron Howler. He'll pick it up at the 45 and is taken down.
And again, here we are shooting ourselves in the toenails as we start this one off. We've got an INT. Now we've got a fumble. That's going to be a loss all the way back to Marshall's 46-yard line. Or 44-yard line.
44, actually.
So that's a huge loss. It's going to be a loss of about 9. So we're going to go ahead and call that 10. It's going to be 3rd and 20 for Marshall, and not a way to start.
2nd down and 20 upcoming here for the Mavericks. Justin Hart in the game. Ball spotted at the left hash. It's going to be an offsides. He'll throw deep. He's got a wide open Trel Patton. He makes the catch at the 25, and he's gone. Touchdown, Trel Patton, right between the eyes. 56 yards. It'll be a free play, and Marshall will decline the offsides penalty. Touchdown, Marshall. 56 yards, pitch and catch. Justin Hart to Trel Patton, and boy, Patton, you love to see that here early, Chase, as he's able to make a catch on a wide open pass and kind of get those demons of having dropped a few last week and having 2 fumbles the week prior out of his head.
Yeah, and that was a great play. Marshall had a good play dialed up there on 2nd down and long. It was the read option. He put the ball in there and held it, pulled it out. It froze the safety, and down goes Trel Patton for the touchdown.
Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up and good. Alan Martinez right down the middle with 6:29 left to go in this first quarter. Marshall on top. 7-6. Maverick football continues in a moment.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelter's Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now is the time. Come in today and let us show you why Campbell's is your #1 award-winning dealer here in East Texas. Campbell Portable Buildings, located at 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
Cruising to Padre with the top down was the best. But that was before we had the kids, all 3 of them. We went from 2-seater to sedan to minivan, joy rides to family trips, detailing to fixing dents from bikes and skateboards.
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes as fast as your taste in cars. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
Well, welcome back here to Maverick Stadium. The Mavericks get on the board 7-6, a 3-play, 60-yard drive. The 56-yard pass to Trel Patton took 59 seconds, and Marshall back in business.
Your Kyle Dansby, attorney at law, scoring drive recap and a low skimming kickoff by Alan Martinez, fielded inside the 10, and the Greenville Lions will start their 2nd possession of the night at their own 18-yard line. So Alan Martinez with that low squib kick skipped along this beautiful Maverick turf, and not great field position to start the 2nd possession of the night here for the Greenville Lions. Had to go 40 yards on their first touch of the night and took 6 plays to do so. Marshall and their quick strike offense able to get back at him and get on the board for the first time tonight and take the 1-digit lead, 7-6.
Need a stop here, Jamie. 3 and out by the defense would do us a little good as they start from their own 18.
Weston Jarvis under center at the left hash, and Marshall will jump into the neutral zone, and this one will be a free play as Jarvis hands it off straight ahead, and 3 Marshall Mavericks drive that ball carrier. It was handed off to the fullback, the up man, and I believe it's number 33, Chance Flanagan.
That you have a great play there, but it's going to get nullified by the penalty. So instead of being a loss of about 2 and 2nd and 12, it'll be 1st down and 5 for Greenville. They'll mark the ball all the way up to the 23-yard line. So the Mavericks early have not been crisp. A couple of turnovers, a couple of costly penalties. Marshall needs to settle down here a little bit. 7-6 our score, 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. Greenville with the football from their 23.
At the left hash, back under center goes Jarvis, and he'll throw over to this right side, and boy, a nice, well-designed play, but the catch is made up to the 36-yard line. So
here's what's happening there, Jamie. We got to come up. At safety's got to come up. They're just throwing a little slant pattern.
There's nobody
pattern
there. Yep, that's Freddie Reyes with the catch. Freddie Reyes is the 5'8", 150-pound senior wide out, plays some defensive back for the Lions, and they've got a first down up to their 36-yard line. This time the ball spotted at the right hash. 5:53 left for the first quarter. 7-6 Marshall on top. Homecoming 2015. Weston Jarvis back under center. I formation. And they'll go singles out wide. Now they'll give the ball up the middle. They go, and it's the fullback. He's got a lot of room. Deep into Maverick territory. Chased down from behind, but not before. He's got a huge gain all the way up to the 26-yard line of Marshall.
And we were going to be offsides again there, Jamie. That was an offsides Marshall. And we
38 yards.
We're out of sorts here defensively. We're not quite sure what's coming or going. And I think we're getting hurt in our linebacking core. I think we're getting lost on that inside snap.
Big run right there by the fullback, Chance Flanagan. All the way up to the Maverick 26-yard line. A run of 38 yards as Greenville taking a page out of Longview's book from a week ago and just running right at the Maverick defense. I formation again. The ball is on the ground, and Jarvis falls on it and then is assisted by one of his offensive linemen.
Yeah, is that crazy? He falls on the ground, and his lineman tackles him just to make sure that the ball doesn't squeeze out.
I might have done the same thing.
So that is going to be a good loss of what, half a yard?
Maybe half a yard, but nonetheless, it's second down and 10 upcoming for the Lions. Need to get to the Maverick 16-yard line for a first down. They're going to actually give him an official loss of a yard to the 27, Chase. So second down and 11 upcoming here for the Lions. Marshall on top, 7-6, 4.5 minutes to go for the quarter. Jarvis will drop the throw over the middle. He goes again, and it's knocked out of the hands of the intended receiver. And in coverage out there for the Mavericks was number 6, DeMarcus Alexander, the sophomore.
One of two things is going to happen here, Jamie Horton, in just a second. Our safety's either going to pick that off. He's come and flashed in before that pass.
And that ball's
twice.
taking a while to get there, too.
Yeah, he's just missing it. On that touchdown, he just missed getting in there. So that's a dangerous pass for Greenville. That is a pick waiting to happen. So big play here. Third down and 10 for Greenville. The ball spotted at the Marshall 26. 4:32 left to go here in the third. 7-6 our score. Marshall with the lead. Greenville with the ball.
Opening quarter of this football game. Jarvis in the shotgun now to his left. Crandall Hale. And now we got a timeout taken by the Greenville Lions. We'll take one with them with 4:32 left to go in the opening quarter. 7-6 Marshall on top. Greenville with the football when we come back.
Rodin's Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard North at the overpass. They want to introduce you to the Whirlpool refrigerator. 28 cubic feet, 4-door. Extra refrigerated drawer for easy access, easy slide storage bins, indoor ice, tap touch controls, adjustable gallon door bins, ice and water filter, Whirlpool beauty, capacity, dependability. Whirlpool, the brand to trust. And Rodin's, where they service what they sell. 506 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
Timeout, 4:32 left to go. Greenville football. Snap to Jarvis. He'll roll to his left, look that way, throws that way, and it's picked off. Chase Palmer called it, and the return man has a lot of room into Greenville Lion territory and taken down at the Greenville Lion 42-yard line. And that pick is made by, I believe, number 4, Cortez Hurd, the sophomore. And a great return by Hurd all the way up to the Greenville Lion 38-yard line. You called it, Chase.
I tell you what, he just sat there and waited, and he stepped in front of the passes. The passes are kind of like little wounded ducks.
They don't have much mustard on them, that's for sure.
Well, that's a big, big play there. We talked about needing to get a stop. Got him in third and long. So here Marshall has the ball from the Greenville 44.
Yeah, right at the Greenville. 43 officially looks to be the spot at the right hash. Cameron Haller in at quarterback to his left. is Mills. It'll be Haller with the keeper around the left side, looking for blocks, turns it upfield at the 40, and taken out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So about 5 yards. I'll give him 6 yards on first down to Cameron Haller. Second down and 4 upcoming for the Mavericks as Justin Hart re-enters the football game.
Good play there by Marshall, stretching the field. 6 yards on first down. 4:13 left to go here in the first. 7-6 our score, but the Mavericks driving.
Split back set out of the shotgun to the right of Justin Hart is Cameron Haller. To the left is Chavis Mills. They'll fake the give, and it'll be Hart with the keeper around that left side and runs over a Greenville Lion inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, and Justin Hart with a 9-yard run. And a Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down.
That's a good decision from Justin Hart. Several years ago, he would have tried to force that ball in there on a pass. He saw he had a lot of green, took off running, 9-yard gain.
And when we've seen him do that this year, he's got a burst of speed that I don't know if anybody, I didn't realize he had it. They'll go back to the ground as Chavis Mills, a stutter step in the backfield, one-on-one in space, and is taken down inside the 20 at the 16-yard line, 12 yards. And another Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down.
What a good run there by Mills, and Marshall's offense now kind of ginning.
Yeah, go right back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go back to Chavis Mills, and up the middle he goes. He's taken down after a minimal gain of about 4 yards up to the 12-yard line.
That one, the timing got off just a little bit there for the Mavericks and caused a little bit of a delay. So they're going 3 yards?
4.
Well, they keep moving that stick back over there, Jamie. Where are they going with that number 2?
Yeah, what's the deal here, guys?
That's a 3. Looks like 3.
That's about 3. Give him 3. Second down and 7 upcoming as Justin Hart back in the game. To his right, Chavis Mills. Slot to his left, Trel Patton. And now to be Mills, up the middle he goes. Fights off a tackle. Inside the 5. On his feet he goes.
Chavis
and across
Mills.
the goal line. Chavis Mills from 13 yards out as Marshall back on the board.
Hey, my buddy Chavis Mills wasn't going down. He got hit at the line of scrimmage. He got hit at the safety position. He mowed them both. Carried one man in the end zone for the Maverick touchdown. That's a hard run by Chavis Mills.
He's hard, man.
What a good run there by Chavis. That's his 6th carry of the night, and he's picking yards up right now in bunches.
Alan Martinez on for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. With 3:04 left to go in the opening quarter, Big Red strikes again. 14-6, Marshall on top. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Rodens Appliance, 506 Easton Boulevard North, your hometown appliance dealer. Rodens is also your home for Whirlpool appliances. Go check out their Whirlpool Double Oven, the industry's largest capacity freestanding range. Whirlpool ranges are energy efficient, and they also feature a steam cleaning, which cleans 9 times faster than traditional ovens. Whirlpool's hidden bake element gives you that smooth, easy to clean surface. Whirlpool at Rodens, where they service what they sell.
When your team plays in your stadium, you appreciate that home field advantage. And if you're a business owner, you can have that advantage by making Texas Bank & Trust a part of your team. They can give you that competitive advantage you need to succeed with your customers. From small business accounts to small business loans, Texas Bank & Trust is there with solutions for your business needs. Call today, 903-927-2040. Online, texasbankandtrust.com. In Marshall, Texas Bank & Trust is at 715 East End Boulevard South. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
5 plays, 43 yards, capped off by the 13-yard Chavis Mills touchdown run. Marshall eats up just 1 minute and 15 seconds off the clock as they get another score, 14-6, and that's your Kyle Dansby Attorney at Law scoring drive recap. That kick chases Greenville all the way back to the 2, drops it, then picks it up and goes all the way to his left, and taken down before he can get to the 20-yard line. And it's going to be spotted at the Greenville 19-yard line. That's where the Lions will have their 3rd possession of the night. Takeaways even at 1 apiece after Greenville had their turnover, or their turnover turned into points, just like Marshall had their turnover turn into Greenville Lion points.
Well, right now, Marshall's doing a good job of kind of controlling the clock with the little time they have the ball. I mean, they don't have it long.
They don't have it long. Doesn't take long for these guys to score points. We've seen it all year long. 14-6 our score, 2:55 left to go for the first quarter. Back in the I formation, go Weston Jarvis and the Greenville Lions. 9 seconds on the play clock. Left hash, he'll take the snap. They'll go to Crandall Hale, and he's trying to bounce it or go up the middle and then bounce it off that left guard, and he loses a yard back to the 17, or maybe 2 yards back to the 17.
The mistake there from Greenville that they didn't watch that Longview tape. If you remember, Longview flipped. They ran away from number 99. That time Crandall ran towards number 99. That's a lot of plugging over there on that right side. And
so you're saying it's a mistake to run that thing?
Yeah, stay away from Antonio. That's what Longview did, and it worked well for them. Greenville, not so good there. And Marshall's flipping him. If you notice, they've now got him on the left side as a defensive tackle. So Marshall's moving him around, keeping Greenville off their toes.
2nd down and 11 from the left hash. 2:12 left for the quarter. They'll go back to the fullback. Up the middle he goes, and he's brought down by the aforementioned number 99, Antonio Washington. After a minimal gain, maybe got 2 yards back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe the 20. Yeah, he got 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 here for the Lions.
If you're familiar with some old Marshall Mavericks, we used to run this a little bit. That offset eye, that was a handoff to the fullback right up the middle. We had moved Antonio inside there on that play. He makes the tackle right after the original line of scrimmage. They'll give him a gain of about 2, so it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Marshall. Ball spotted right at the 20, or for Greenville rather. And here we go, big 3rd down and 10 for the Maverick defense.
Chavis in the shotgun as the Lions try to convert a big 3rd down in their own territory. He'll roll to his right, throws that way, and it's picked off again. It's picked off again by Cortez Hurd. The sophomore comes up with another one. He just sat down, baited the quarterback, Weston Jarvis, to throw the football. He floated it out there, and Cortez Hurd with his 2nd pick of the night. Marshall's got 11 on the season now.
Well, this is, they were fortunate, Jamie, to get that first score, because he was just a hair from intercepting that slant route. So he's sitting back there playing center field, and he comes up with another one. Marshall with great field position at the 28?
Yeah, it looks right about the 27-yard line officially, Chase. Cameron Haller in the backfield to the right of Justin Hart in the shotgun. To his left is Chavis Mills. In the slot to the left is Trel Patton. They'll put Patton in motion left to right. And they'll fake the give to Haller. Now pitch it out to Trel Patton. A stutter step in the backfield. Now cuts upfield, and he makes something out of nothing. Nice job by Greenville defensively, but sometimes you get out-athleted, and Trel Patton with a good gain up to the 24-yard line. 3 yards on 1st down after that could have been about a 3-yard loss the other way.
Now they're only going to give him 2, Jamie, on the play. 2nd down and 8 for Marshall. It looked like he got 3, maybe 4.
Shotgun here for Hart, and they'll go back to the ground. This time it's Haller. He turns upfield inside the 20. He's got a 1st down and more. Runs over a line at the 15-yard line and is taken down all the way up to the 11. 14 yards on 2nd down for Cameron Haller, and it's a Porter-John. Marshall Maverick 1st down as we got 45 seconds left on the 1st quarter clock. Marshall on top, 14-6 as they hurry right back to the line of scrimmage. From the 11-yard line of Greenville, they'll go back to the ground. It's Chavis Mills around that right side, turns it upfield inside the 5. Chavis Mills, 33, has 6, and Marshall back on the board, 20-6, Big Red.
12-yard touchdown run from Chavis Mills. Marshall wastes no time with the interception. They take it and put 6 more on the board. Marshall's going to have 21 here in the 1st quarter. And we started kind of on our heels, Jamie, and then we put the gas down and off we go.
We're a good football team, Chase.
Tell you what, that was a good job running the football. We're just getting there behind that offensive line. They're making the big holes, and off they go.
Good snap, good hold. Martinez kick right down the middle. 30 seconds left for the opening quarter. 21-6, Big Red on top. Maverick football continues in a moment.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, super fast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year. Or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
For generations, folks looking for a new car, truck, or SUV have trusted Chevrolet, America's #1 automaker. And for 3 generations, East Texans have trusted family-owned Niles Chevrolet in Marshall. Whether you're looking for a sporty Cobalt, a rugged Silverado, or the redesigned Tahoe, our folks will work with you to get the best possible deal. It's what we've done at Niles for 70 years. Treat you fairly. No wonder everyone seems to leave Niles with smiles. Niles Chevrolet, 4801 East End Boulevard South, Marshall.
3 plays, 27 yards, capped off by the 12-yard Chavis Mills touchdown run. Your Kyle Dansby attorney-at-law scoring drive recap takes just 51 seconds off of the game clock, and a good return here for the Greenville Lions off another deep kick by Alan Martinez. In the second quarter at Longview's Lobo Stadium, the Lobos on top of Texas High Tigers 14-0, as Marshall will travel to Texarkana next Friday night. And hopefully with a win can all but seal a district championship with a win the following week. 23 seconds left on the game clock, 21-6. Big Red on top now as that offense of the Marshall Mavericks rolling just a little bit. They've scored 21 unanswered points. Jarvis in the shotgun. Greenville football at their own 24. He'll take the snap, go right up the middle. It's Crandall Hale, fights off an initial tackle. Actually, the quarterback will keep it around that left side. He fooled everybody, including Chase Palmer, who's over here speechless.
Yeah, I was actually watching the man up the middle. I thought we were going to make a pretty good tackle there.
I did too. I couldn't tell. Up across the 30 to the 32-yard line, 33-yard line rather, 9 yards on first down for the ball carrier, Weston Jarvis. That'll be the final play of the first quarter, and we'll go to the second with Big Red on top. 21-6. Maverick football continues in a moment.
I'm Matt Moore, General Manager at Marshall Ford Lincoln, and it's SUV season at Marshall Ford. That means the biggest discounts of the year, along with the best factory incentives on all of our SUV lineup, including 0% for 72 months on Escape and Expedition. In fact, we have the SUV Sign and Go sales event going where you can come out with 0 down and drive away in the SUV of your choice. All of our inventory can be seen on the web at marshallford.net or come and see us on Highway 59 South in Marshall. It's Marshall Ford, your 8-time winner of Ford's prestigious President's Award for outstanding customer satisfaction.
At Panola National Bank, we represent integrity in community banking. As a source of financial strength, we're here participating in local events, helping local charities, and serving the financial needs of East Texas. At Panola National Bank, we value the strong relationships we've forged with our customers. Don't forget to download our free apps for mobile banking to better serve your on-the-go banking needs. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Stop by and see Royce Clements at 2203 Victory Drive in Marshall.
21-6, Marshall on top of the Greenville Lions as we begin the second quarter. We'll flip-flop the field, and Greenville will go right to left on your radio dial. Jarvis with the keeper. Up the middle he goes. He's across Maverick territory and all the way up to the Maverick 41-yard line. They'll spot him actually right at the 40, so it'll be a 27-yard run for Weston Jarvis, the quarterback, as he's taken both snaps of the football here on the last 2 snaps for Greenville offensively. He's kept it.
That's assignment football. Linebackers aren't playing their assignment right there. They got lost. Actually, they both ran into each other and fell down in the middle of the field. And all he's doing is reading where that linebacker's going. If he stays with him, he's giving the ball. If he doesn't, off he goes. So Marshall's got to do a better job there on that assignment football. First down and 10 for Greenville at the Marshall 40.5-yard line.
At the left hash, moving right to left on your radio dial are the Greenville Lions, and now we've got a flag that'll come in to stop play. And actually it's a timeout. Timeout taken by Greenville. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here, Chase. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of commercials to play as Greenville will burn their second timeout of this first half. Let's take a look at some of the individual statistics in that first quarter, Chase, and that's brought to you by Century 21, a select group, a family-owned and operated office that strives to provide the high quality of service that individuals expect from a Century 21 office. Brad Burris and his team of agents are simply the best choice for all your real estate needs. Proud to be the #1 real estate company in Marshall and are conveniently located downtown at 215 East Travis.
After one, Marshall up 21-6. Howler's got 30 yards on the ground. Mills has 67 with 2 touchdowns. Mills has 7 carries. Howler has 3. Hart finished 1 for 2, 56 yards and 1 touchdown. The Mavericks 151 yards of total offense, 95 rushing, 56 passing, all of that coming on 1 play. And Greenville's done a good job running the football. Don't have their totals, but they've run the ball well. Now throwing, different story. 2 INTs for them, although they do have 1 touchdown pass that was just a hair from being that 3rd interception.
I'll say this, though. The beauty of having an offense like the Marshall Mavericks means that you can put teams like this in passing situations where they have to try and figure out ways to get the football down the field in chunks. And maybe we'll see them go back to the air out of necessity, Chase, at some point. But as you mentioned, The Mavericks stopping the run over the last couple of weeks have not done a great job of it. They've been a bend but don't break defense, however, as they've not allowed a lot of touchdowns. Gave up 2 field goals a week ago to the hated Longview Lobos, and that certainly was a huge difference in that football game. Out of the timeout from the left hash at the 40-yard line of Marshall. Greenville with the football. In motion left to right goes a wide receiver. They'll go and they'll fake the give to Hale, and Weston Jarvis puts the ball on the ground trying to pull it back out of the stomach of his ball carrier, his tailback, Crandall Hale, and Jarvis falls on the football. That's twice tonight that he's put the ball on the ground and been able to fall right back on top of it. Fortunate for the Lions.
I tell you what he sees is nobody in the middle. Somebody for Marshall is either jumping out quick and going with Crandall Hale. I mean, I would too. He's a wonderful back. But we got to keep a spy there on that quarterback. He's seeing something in the middle, and he's running the ball well. He's pulling it out and running the ball well. He's really accounted for most of their offense here tonight so far.
Weston Jarvis will now go back under center, and they'll go in the I formation. Singles to both sides. And a pitch out wide right. It's Crandall Hale through that right side. He's got a lot of room, a first down and more. All the way up inside the Maverick 20, and it's a foot race to the end zone. Crandall Hale from 42 yards out puts Greenville back on the scoreboard.
That's the linebackers. Your linebackers got to get out there. They're getting caught up in the middle, and they're not able to get outside. So Marshall having a hard time tonight with their linebackers. That's really been the difference when they're allowed to run the football. So 21-12, and they're not going to chase points yet, are the Greenville Lions. They'll line up to kick the extra point.
0 for 1 tonight on PATs are the Lions. Fernando Adaime is the senior kicker. This time he's got one, and it's right down the middle with 10:23 left to go until intermission. Your new score, Marshall 21, Greenville 13. Maverick football continues in a moment.
For all things Marshall Maverick football, join me, Jamie Horton, and the head coach of your Marshall Mavericks, Clint Harper, every Tuesday night from 7 to 8 during the football season for Tuesday Night Football with the Coach. Brought to you by the Andrews Group. Listen live and hear it first as we break down and preview every week of exciting Marshall Maverick football. That's Tuesday Night Football with the Coach, brought to you by the Andrews Group.
When your team plays in your stadium, you appreciate that home field advantage. And if you're a business owner, you can have that advantage by making Texas Bank & Trust a part of your team. They can give you that competitive advantage you need to succeed with your customers. From small business accounts to small business loans, Texas Bank & Trust is there with solutions for your business needs. Call today, 903-927-2040. Or online, texasbankandtrust.com. In Marshall, Texas Bank & Trust is at 715 East End Boulevard South. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, the Greenville Lions take 2 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock, capped off by a 42-yard touchdown run by Crandall Hale. The PAT good, 21-13. Marshall on top, a short pooch kick to the far side, and it's fielded at the 32. The ball carrier that's Cordell Archill with a return of 3 yards up to the 35-yard line. Marshall football at their own 35-yard line on top here, 21-13. And there is your Kyle Dansby attorney-at-law scoring drive recap. 4 plays, 2:07 taken off the clock, and a 42-yard touchdown run by Crandall Hale. As the Greenville Lions, just like last year, is a 14-14 game until Marshall converted a Hail Mary to end the first half to take a 21-14 lead at halftime before they pulled away in that second half, but Greenville hanging tough here early.
Yeah, Marshall needs to go down and score here. We need to keep a 2-touchdown cushion, so let's see if the Mavericks can move the ball from their own 35.
Moving left to right on your radio dial, they'll go back to the ground. It's Cameron Haller with a big hole up the middle. Cuts out to his right, and he's across midfield. Now goes back to his left, stays on his feet. Inside the 40, breaks tackles, puts his head down across the 30 and up to the 29-yard line. Actually, they'll spot him right at the 30. And that is a 35-yard run on first down for Cameron Haller. It's a Porta-John Marshall Maverick. First down, Cameron Haller was not going to be denied, Jace.
Wow. All you can say to that is wow. He ran over 2 or 3 kids, carried one with him, and almost scored.
Hart quickly back to the line of scrimmage, and they'll go the play fake. He'll roll to his right, looks downfield, looking, and now just throws it away. Nice, smart play right there by Justin Hart, something we haven't seen a whole lot of. We saw it last week, though, on that 4th down drive for the Mavericks on that 3rd down play where he just dumped it into the ground. smartly to allow the Mavericks one more snap of the football, and they got the game-winning touchdown.
I know you want to keep them honest, Jamie Horton, but they cannot stop the run. I mean, we are just controlling the line of scrimmage. They're gassed already on defense.
Denzel Mitchell with an early look here tonight as he'll come into the game, as Cameron Haller will be the signal caller. To his left, Chavis Mills. To his right, Denzel Mitchell. In the slot to the left is Trel Patton. They'll put Chavis Mills in motion. It'll be a direct snap to Cameron Haller, looking for blocks, can't find, then he stays on his feet inside the 30 and fights for 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 8 here for the Mavericks. So 2 yards there for Cameron Haller.
Well, that play took a long time to develop. Greenville able to come up on the right side, our left, and kind of blew that one up in the backfield. So it'll be a 2-yard gain, 3rd down and 8 from the Greenville 28. Got to think 2 downs here to get 8.
Just inside that left hash, Justin Hart back in at quarterback, 2 by 2. And into the shotgun is Hart. To his right, Chavis Mills. 3rd down and 8. He'll take the snap, look left, steps, throws deep, looking for the end zone. Has a man, touchdown, Trel Patton, his 2nd of the night from 28 yards out. A beautifully thrown football by Justin Hart. He's got 2 touchdowns on the night, and they've both gone to number 1, Trel Patton.
What a beautiful pass by Justin Hart, and he saw something before, Jamie. He checked off and actually told Trel what play to run. I don't know if you noticed that. Trel moved up towards the line of scrimmage and was a go route, no safety back deep, and he knew he had a touchdown.
And now we've got offside. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, it's good, and Marshall will decline that penalty. And with 9:06 left to go in the first half, 28-13, Marshall back on the scoreboard. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Certified Collision and Glass for auto, pickup truck, 18-wheeler repair. Certified Collision and Glass also specializes in body and glass repair, from a rock chip to a complete installation. Now, Certified Collision and Glass has added the equipment and completed the training to repair the all-aluminum 2015 Ford F-150 pickup truck. Certified Collision and Glass, Highway 59 next to Marshall Ford in Marshall, Texas. Certified Collision and Glass, leading the way in collision repair.
Campbell Portable Buildings offer the largest inventory of portable buildings in East Texas. Come by our sales lot today to see a complete line of General Shelters products. We have storage buildings, workshops, offices, cabins, and covers. The experienced staff at Campbell's can help you get just what you want. A building is a serious investment, so why not trust a manufacturer with over 40 years of experience? Campbell Portable Buildings, 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas. Or check us out on the web at campbellportablebuildings.com.
The 4-play, 65-yard drive, 28-yard pass to Trel Patton makes it 28-13. Marshall took only 1 minute and 11 seconds, Jamie Horton.
As your Kyle Dansby attorney-at-law scoring drive recap, my broadcast partner Chase Palmer delivering it to you. 28-13, Big Red on top with 9:06 left to go in this first half of play. And it's another deep kick here by Alan Martinez, fielded at the 5, coming straight ahead, now moving to his left as the ball carrier. And he's met by a host of Mavericks right as he gets to the 20-yard line. So Greenville will start their next possession at their own 20-yard line after they were able to run the football well last time. Crandall Hale with a 42-yard touchdown run, but it was Weston Jarvis, if you will remember, who got that drive going. The quarterback with his legs, moving the football into Maverick territory.
So far tonight, really impressed, Jamie Horton, with our kick coverage. We've done a really good job covering on kicks, much improved throughout the season.
Yeah, that's something we haven't seen a whole lot of this year, Chase. You know, I wonder if the problem is they don't get a lot of time doing that in games because we kick the ball out of bounds and have those pooch kicks and things like that. Shotgun here for Jarvis on first down. To his left is Crandall Hale. He'll stand on his own 15. He'll drop the pass, throw deep down this near side into coverage, and overshot his man and just overshot DeMarcus Alexander, who was step for step with the intended receiver as the sophomore. DeMarcus Alexander almost had himself a pick.
The ball's going to fall incomplete right about the 45-yard line of Greenville. DeMarcus Alexander became the wide receiver at the Greenville 40. I mean, there was no way the Greenville line was going to catch that pass. Well overthrown.
Chase, that's what I've loved about this team so far is that, we're ahead of schedule. I mean, people forget that. He's a sophomore. Cortez Hurd's a sophomore. He's got 2 interceptions tonight. Trey Macon's a sophomore. I mean, this is a team that's loaded down with just talent and youth. Now on second down, they'll go on the end around. They'll hand it off to the wide receiver, number 9, Cody Bajerhuff. And he's got a good gain of about 7 yards up to the 28-yard line. Well, it'll be 8 yards on second down. Brings up a 3rd down and 2 here for the Greenville Lions at their own 28-yard line. The ball spotted at that right hash.
The Maverick defensive end came down hard on that play, left the edge open, so it was a pretty good gain of 7 yards. Call it 8. Big play here, 3rd down and 2 for Greenville from their own 28-yard line. Big play here for the Maverick defense. Jamie Horton, we got to get off the field.
Shotgun here for Jarvis. On 3rd down and 2, he'll take the snap, fake the give, keeps it, and he's got nowhere to go. Weston Jarvis is thrown for a loss back to the 24-yard line. Greenville is going to be forced to kick this football away.
Good job there by the Maverick interior 2 defensive tackles. They came right and blew that play up. They got there before the handoff actually could even commence. They were bringing the wide receiver in on the sweep. You got one of the best running backs in the state of Texas, and you don't give him the ball for 2 yards. Crazy.
Fine with me.
So Marshall's defense will hold 4th down and a long 6 now. For Greenville, the ball will be spotted all the way back to the 24-yard line. So
we've only got
they'll punt it.
Oh, yeah, here we go. We got Trel Patton back deep. Didn't think we sent anybody back deep. Looks like Marshall's going to bring the house here. And try to get a block of a kick. As they're going to put 8 guys up front, Chase, and come after this kick. Trel Patton standing back at his own 43-yard line and waiting this boot. Good snap. And the kick is away, and it's to this near sideline. Patton will let it bounce. It takes a Greenville bounce all the way up to the Maverick 35-yard line. That's where it'll stop. Marshall, good field position to start their next possession at their own 35-yard line on top here. 28-13 with 7 minutes left to go in the half.
That's our first 3 and out of the football game. The Maverick defense holds at the 7-minute mark. 28-13 to go here in the second quarter. Marshall has the football, and that's what we like to do, Jamie. If we can get a little cushion, get a little wider lead, Greenville cannot throw the football. That's not their thing, so that's going to be tough for them to kind of fight back as long as we keep our foot on the pedal.
If you keep your foot on the pedal, you force them to have to throw the football, Chase, and that's what you want. Empty backfield, they'll go 5 wide, 2 down here to the near side, 3 up top for Cameron Haller. In motion right to left is Trel Patton. It'll be Haller keeping it through that left side, breaks a tackle across the 40, up to the 45 midfield, now goes left to right, and is taken down in Greenville Lion territory at the Greenville Lion 48. That'll be a gain of 17 yards and a Porta-John first down. On first down for Cameron Haller and the Mavericks.
He is so much fun to watch. He gets to the outside, and then when he squares up with you, look out. 1st and 10 Marshall from the 47-yard line of Greenville. 6:45 to go in the second.
Empty backfield again here as Cameron Haller stays in as the signal caller. They'll put 2 men in motion, and that is a penalty. Chavis Mills and Bacardi Moore were both in motion. Chavis Mills seems to think that
he was supposed to be in motion.
Yeah, and that Bacardi Moore wasn't, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty here for the Mavericks. It'll move them back into their own territory at their 48-yard line.
That was a weird-looking play. You don't see that happen very often. One comes by the other as the other starts to go in motion. So I don't think Chavis ever saw him until he was both in motion.
And then what he did was he kept going to try and just say, oh, this is the way it's supposed to be. Empty backfield set again here for Haller. Ball spotted at the Maverick 48-yard line. First down and 15. It'll be Haller. He'll fake the throw out to his right and keep it. Looking for blocks up the middle. Kind of picks his way for about 6 yards up to the 46-yard line of Greenville. So a 6-yard carry on 1st and 15 for the Mavericks. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
Marshall doing a good job up front. I mean, they're creating a lot of holes, that offensive line. They're blocking well. Chavis Mills blocking well here tonight so far. So in comes Hart, out goes Haller for a little break. 2nd and 9.
Shotgun here for Justin Hart standing at the Maverick 49. This time it's Chavis Mills. Nice move in the backfield. He's got a hole up across the 40, and he's got a first down for the Mavericks. He's got the 37. That's a Porta-John. Marshall Maverick first down, 9 yards for Chavis Mills. On 2nd down and 9. He got all 9 of them, and it's a first down for the Mavericks at the Greenville 37-yard line with 5:57 left to go in this first half. They'll hurry it back up to the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the right hash. Marshall moving left to right on your radio dial. They'll fake the give. Justin Hart with a big hole through that left side. He's got a first down. Stays on his feet and takes a shot as he gets all the way up to the 16-yard line. 21 yards on first down for Justin Hart.
Well, you don't see that very often. Justin Hart keeps it. How many yards was that, Jamie Horton?
21.
What a run there by Hart. He's got 30 yards tonight on 2 carries. And he fooled everybody because that's not something we do often. Usually we're going to give that on the read option. He kept it, went around the corner. Nobody stayed home for Greenville.
Ball spotted in the middle of the hash marks at the 15-yard line of Greenville, rather. This time it'll be Cameron Haller. Up the middle he goes, trying to find a little bit of space. And a minimal gain of 4 yards to the 11-yard line. 4 yards on first down for Cameron Haller. Brings up second down and 6 upcoming for the Mavericks.
That'll be Haller's 8th carry of the night. He and Mills combined for 16 carries so far here in the second. 5:06 left to go until halftime. 28-13 our score. Marshall with the lead and the ball at the 12.
5 minutes to go for the half. Shotgun here for Justin Hart on second down and 6. It'll be Chavis Mills with the carry around the right side. Spins away from a tackle and is going to be brought down for a loss of a yard to the 13-yard line.
I believe, and that will be our first negative play running the ball on the night, as Mills will lose a yard on the play. They'll mark him back at the
13.
13, that's right. So third down and a long 8 for Marshall. 4:30 to go. You'd think this is 2-down territory, wouldn't you?
Perhaps. We need to go after Jaquavian Dabb. Shotgun here for the Mavericks. 3rd down and 8 from the Greenville Lion 13. They'll fake the give. Hart steps, throws over to the right. Looking, has a man, Clayton Garrett. Set down just across the pylon. What a throw by Justin Hart, where only Clayton Garrett could grab it. That little turnaround comeback route. Clayton Garrett makes the catch, and it's a Marshall Maverick touchdown. 34-13, Big Red on top. What a throw by Justin Hart.
That was a great throw from Justin Hart. I mean, he zoomed that thing in there. That was a perfect shot to Clayton Garrett. They've done that all year. He kind of just sits down as he goes about 10 yards. Perfect throw, perfect strike, touchdown Maverick.
Nice job by Trel Patton fielding that low snap, putting it down, and Alan Martinez is 5 for 5 tonight. Marshall on top, 35-13, 4:15 left for the half. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Football in Brisket, bluebonnets in springtime. In Texas, some things are better together. Like at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, where a home policy just isn't the same without auto coverage to help bring your rates down. The state fair and fine stuff? Can't have one without the other. Moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
Discounts may vary by situation.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
Rolling. 35-13, Big Red on top with 4:15 left to go before intermission. Another deep kick here for Alan Martinez. It goes in and out of the hands of the Lions at their 5-yard line, and he's taken down at the 6. Probably got away with a finishing tackle out of bounds, did the Mavericks, but no laundry on the field. 3 completions tonight for Justin Hart, all of which have gone for touchdowns. 35-13, Marshall on top, 4:09 left to go before intermission.
7 plays, 65 yards, capped off by the 13-yard pass from Hart to Clayton Garrett in the right corner of the end zone. And as you said, Jamie, 35-13. If Marshall can get a stop here.
If who?
Marshall can get a stop here. I kind of tripped over that, didn't I? If we can get a stop here with 4:09 to play, maybe we can put another 6 on the board as Greenville will begin with the football.
4:09 to go. Deep in their own territory are the Greenville Lions at their own 6. The left hash moving right to left. They'll go to Crandall Hale, and he's hit and dropped after a gain of about 3 yards maybe to the 9. It looks like between the 8 and 9 yard line. Actually give him 2 yards to the 8.
This is a big series here. If we can hold them and score, then all the air will have come out of the sails here of the Greenville Lions. They're moving a little bit slower to the line of scrimmage here than they did in that first possession. So 3:43 left to go until halftime. 35-13 our score. Marshall with the lead. Greenville with the ball at their own 8-yard line, looking at second down and a long 7.5. So big play here for the Marshall's defense.
Under center goes Weston Jarvis in the I formation. They'll single him up on the near and the far side, and they'll fake the give. Jarvis rolls right, looks that way, and has a man just over, and that's a fumble. That's going to be an incomplete pass. He never had control of that football. Took a shot, I believe, by number 6, DeMarcus Alexander. Number 8. Heck, I don't know, because Alexander's down here, Chase. I don't know. These numbers are hard to see. We need to get a monitor, by the way.
Yeah,
we can do that. I told you we could do that.
That would be very, very helpful, because that one, I think that looked like he was in a circus, man. He was juggling that football because he saw the safety
really good
coming.
Throw.
Yeah, good throw there. He saw that safety coming.
Right over the top of the defense right there where only his receiver could get it.
So that'll stop the clock. 3:14 left to go. Best thing that could have happened to Marshall, possibly offensively.
So 35-13 our score. Marshall with the lead. Greenville with the football. Have it at their own 7-yard line. Actually, right at the 8-yard line is where they spot it. So 3rd down and 7. They need to get all the way up. And now we got a stoppage in play, and I think Greenville's burned their last timeout. We're going to go ahead and take one with them. 35-13, Marshall with the lead. Greenville with the football. 3rd down upcoming when we come back.
At Panola National Bank, we represent integrity in community banking. As a source of financial strength, we're here participating in local events, helping local charities, and serving the financial needs of East Texas. At Panola National Bank, we value the strong relationships we've forged with our customers. Don't forget to download our free apps for mobile banking to better serve your on-the-go banking needs. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Stop by and see Royce Clemens at 2203 Victory Drive in Marshall.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, superfast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year, or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today, or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
Out of the timeout, 3:14 to go until intermission. 35-13, 3rd down and 7 upcoming for the Lions. They'll pitch it to Crandall Hale around that right side. He's got blocks in front, and he's not going to get there. He's going to be about a yard shy of that 1st down. He got about 6 yards for the Greenville Lions, so Crandall Hale's going to be about a yard short of a 1st down, and it looks like the Lions are going to send out. Well, we'll see here, Chase. They haven't made a decision. Boy, I don't know if I'd do that.
They're not going to go for it from their, from their 15.
They got nothing to lose but a football game.
I cannot imagine. I think they're going to let the clock run all the way down, and Marshall's not going to call a timeout. I thought we'd call a timeout and get the football and try to score again before halftime.
Well, we can still do that. We'll get the football back just under 2 minutes. And we've already seen how fast. What's the longest scoring drive we've had tonight?
It's been about the longest scoring drive so far has been a minute and about 19 seconds.
Yeah. So that's plenty of time. We could actually score, kick the ball back, get it back, score again. They will punt it away, and it's a shank off the inside of his foot, and it'll take a Marshall bounce and roll out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Wow, that's what you need right there, Jamie Horton. We're going to start with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the half at the Greenville 47. So Marshall with wonderful field position after the defense gets their second 3-and-out in a row.
All 3 timeouts still in the back pocket of the Marshall Mavericks, but you expect them to run the football here on top 35-13.
Boy, a score here really does a lot for us because Greenville, again, is going to start the second half with the football. So Marshall really wants to put 7 on the board here and go in the 40s because that's a pretty good cushion in high school football.
No catches tonight for Jaquavian Dabbs, who's had 130-plus yards and a couple of touchdowns the last couple of weeks. They'll go to the ground. It's Chavis Mills. Actually, they'll fake the give. It's Justin Hart, and he'll slide down inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. 7 yards on 1st down for Justin Hart. So 8 yards.
Yeah, that guy's doing musical feet out there at the spotter.
Up to the 39. Now they'll give it to Trel Patton on the end around, going left to right, and he's got a Porta-John Marshall Maverick 1st down. Needed 2, got 2.5 up to the 36-yard line. So 3-yard run there for Trel Patton, and a 1st down for the Mavericks. Ball spotted at the right hash. Marshall moving left to right on your radio dial. 96 seconds left to go in this 1st half. This time they'll fake the give. Hart will drop, looking for the underneath screen, still looking, now throws it into the ground. And, boy, that should be grounding, Chase. I'm not sure he got out of the tackle box.
I don't think so, because he was trying to he was trying to throw a screen.
That's not a good sign. Justin Hart writhing in pain on the ground. Right at about his own 47-yard line. Looks like he got taken down a little bit late and awkward because he was off balance trying to throw that football. The Greenville Lions coaching staff wants a grounding penalty, Chase. I think Chavis Mills might have been in the area.
Yeah, they were setting up a screen, so he was out there. He just threw it at his feet.
Well, this is not a good sign. Not a good sign here for Justin Hart and the Mavericks. Has yet to kind of roll over too, Chase. So with an injury timeout, we'll step aside with 1:26 left to go in the half. 35-13. And now all thoughts are with Justin Hart right now. Maverick football continues in a moment.
To handle all your insurance needs can be time-consuming and sometimes confusing. The professional staff at Brown Rig Insurance Agency wants to put your mind at ease. The staff at Brown Rig Insurance will bring their knowledge and experience to the table and provide you with cost-effective insurance solutions. Come by 303 West Austin in Marshall or 110 East Lafayette in Jefferson, or call 903-938-8888 and let Brown Rig Insurance take the worry out of protecting your valuable assets.
Campbell Portable Buildings offer the largest inventory of portable buildings in East Texas. Come by our sales lot today to see a complete line of General Shelters products. We have storage buildings, workshops, offices, cabins, and covers. The experienced staff at Campbell's can help you get just what you want. A building is a serious investment, so why not trust a manufacturer with over 40 years of experience? Campbell Portable Buildings, 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas. Or check us out on the web at campbellportablebuildings.com.
An injury timeout right now with 1:26 left to go in the first half. 35-13, Marshall with the lead, but all that is secondary right now as quarterback Justin Hart, the senior, is down on the ground, hadn't really moved a whole lot. It's not any kind of injury or, like a spinal thing or any of that sort of thing. I don't want anybody thinking that, but he is, that right leg, Chase, he's going to be helped off the field, and, boy, it does not look good. Not good at all. And you feel terrible for the kid.
Golly, I mean,
I
don't even know what to say.
Yeah, he'll be carried off to the sideline and probably carted off. That right leg, Chase, is hanging gingerly. Obviously not sure exactly what it is. Don't want to speculate. This is a young man who his sophomore year got his lower leg broken in a playoff game.
Well, he is as great a year as he has had. You just hate to see that.
So it'll be Cameron Howell now in this shotgun, and he'll give it straight ahead. Chavis Mills up the middle, fighting for some extra yardage inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on first down for Chavis Mills, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's gotten quiet here, Chase.
Yeah, you just hate to see that. As we're about to go under 1 minute, Marshall's got the ball at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun here again for Cameron Haller. Ball spotted at the left hash. It'll be Haller with the keeper. Looking for blocks around that right side. Cuts upfield. Inside the 25, inside the 20. Hit from behind, but not before. He gets all the way up to the 14-yard line. 19 yards for Cameron Haller, and it's a Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down. You hate to see what just happened to your starting quarterback, but if you got to go through the rest of the season without him, Cameron Haller's a pretty good option at that signal caller position. He'll throw for the first time tonight out to the left. It's Trel Patton. Spins away from a tackle inside the 5, and Patton has another Marshall Maverick touchdown from 14 yards out. The pitch and catch from Cameron Haller to Trel Patton, and what a move he made at the 10. He just undressed a Greenville Lion in front of God and everybody, Chase. Touchdown, Big Red.
That was a really good move from Trel Patton. He just caught that was just a wide receiver screen.
Yeah, just a little screen.
As I believe I've heard you say before, he geeked him.
Deked him.
Yeah, got him.
Got him with a deke. And just spun out of there, hit the B button, he was gone.
3 catches tonight, 3 touchdowns. Trel Patton.
It's a good line. Good line for a kid who's had a couple of tough weeks, and he's also the man who puts the ball on the ground for Martinez kick. It's right down the middle with 32 seconds left on the clock. It's 42-13 Marshall. We're going to keep it right here, Chase, with 32 seconds left in this first half. And it looks like, from what we can see on the table, Chase, it looks like it's a knee. It looks like it's a right knee for Justin Hart. So the good news is, if there is any, that it doesn't look like a break of that leg. But they're checking out that right knee for sure.
Boy, and you just hate to see that. I mean, that kid has played his heart out for 4 years for the Marshall Mavericks. He was having a wonderful season. And you just really hate to see anybody get hurt, especially somebody that has just really given all he's got to this high school and this football program.
Well, it's unheard of, for a kid to be a 4-year starter, Chase, at this level. 4A, 5A, doesn't matter. To be a 4-year starter says a lot about who he is as a football player, but certainly even more what he is as a young man. And he has given blood and guts and sweat and everything to this program, and boy, you'd hate to see it end like this his senior year, especially after what he did last week. Martinez kick, chases a Greenville Lion back to the 1-yard line, brings it straight ahead, now reverses field right to left, trying to get to the 20, and he's going to be brought down right at about the 21-yard line, and making the tackle for the Mavericks is Jarius Washington. He's a junior for this Marshall Maverick football team, so it'll be Greenville football with 23 seconds left on the game clock. Marshall on top here, 42-13 in the second quarter as we tick down close to intermission. The Patterson Motors halftime show is on the other side. Matt Moore will join me again. We want to talk about Drive One for Your School again next Thursday, where you can get some money for your high school. Shotgun here for Weston Jarvis. He'll keep it around that right side. Almost lost the ball. Jalen Mitchell got a right hand in there, and then Jarvis had to hold on to it late. Gets a gain of 4 yards to the 25 as they'll let this clock run down and probably let it run out, and we'll go to halftime with Marshall on top 42-13.
Yeah, I think Greenville's going to be very happy to go to halftime.
I think they're content to get out of here, Chase. That'll bring us to the end of the first half of play. Marshall rolling 42-13 over the Greenville Lions. The Patterson Motors halftime show starts now.
Hey, East Texas, Richard Trawick at Patterson Ram in Marshall, Texas, and it's Truck Month, and we've got the biggest savings ever on 2015 Ram Lone Stars. On top of a $5,000 package savings, we're taking $10,000 off MSRP. That's right, $10,000 off MSRP, $5,000 package savings for a total savings of $15,000 on all 2015 Ram Lone Star 1500s. So come by and see us at Patterson Ram on Highway 59 in Marshall, Texas.
Certified Collision and Glass for auto, pickup truck, 18-wheeler repair. Certified Collision and Glass also specializes in body and glass repair, from a rock chip to a complete installation. Now, Certified Collision and Glass has added the equipment and completed the training to repair the all-aluminum 2015 Ford F-150 pickup truck. Certified Collision and Glass, Highway 59 next to Marshall Ford in Marshall, Texas. Certified Collision and Glass, leading the way in collision repair.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
Roden's 506 East End Boulevard, the Whirlpool washer and dryer with the new touchscreen technology. The machine will remember your setting. Energy efficient, easy on the fabric, and the dryer will be a gentle dry with higher moisture removal, extending the life and the wear of the fabric. Consider this washer and dryer combination now. Also, KitchenAid and Maytag. Sizzling summer sales on now at Roden's Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard, where they sell only appliances and they service what they sell.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelters Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now is the time. Come in today and let us show you why Campbell's is your #1 award-winning dealer here in East Texas. Campbell Portable Buildings, located at 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
Outstanding performance, broader coverage options, high quality, top priority service, and claims processing. All faster than a Blue Streak. Brown Rig Insurance has earned Blue Streak agent status from the Central Insurance Companies. The knowledgeable, experienced staff at Brown Rig are committed to providing you the very best in service, protection, and peace of mind. Visit our offices in Marshall or Jefferson, or contact us at 903-938-8888. Brown Rig Insurance, your hometown Blue Streak agent.
What scares you the most? Is it video buffering, lagging while gaming, or sharing your internet connection with your kids?
With Fidelity's wicked awesome internet speeds, you can get the speed that you need to fit your family's needs. No more delays with online videos, better gaming connections, and enough bandwidth for everyone under your roof. Go to fidelitycommunications.com/internet now to schedule your free installation.
Internet from Fidelity. So fast, it's scary.
If you love your high school, Texas Bank & Trust has a great new way to show your Bandemonium. It's with the new Texas Bank & Trust High School Bandemonium Visa check cards. These cards have high school colors and mascots from many East Texas schools. Use the Bandemonium card for your normal everyday purchases and show your school spirit at the same time. Texas Bank & Trust Bandemonium Visa check cards. The one card fans demand. Texas Bank & Trust. Strength, stability, service, and Bandemonium cards.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Patterson Motors halftime show, 42-13, Big Red on top, but the tone and the game right now secondary to the health of the quarterback for your Marshall Mavericks, Justin Hart, who's, again, don't want to speculate, but Chase, I would say that his season has come to an end here tonight. The young man in tears being consoled by several coaches, his father, Billy, down there, Susie Malloy down there, who does such a wonderful job taking photographs of these kids each and every week. She's down there talking to them, and just heartbreaking, just absolutely heartbreaking. Looks like a right knee injury. And, again, don't want to speculate, Chase, but if I'm guessing, I would say that is the end of the Maverick career.
Well, they're bringing
Justin Hart.
Bringing a card out.
They're going to bring a card out to get him out of here and probably get him to X-rays and all that kind of stuff. Make sure nothing's broken and that it's just, what looked to be a pretty severe knee injury. But nonetheless, Chase, we got a job to do. As a member of the Marshall ISD School Board, Brad Burris sees firsthand the many positive things going on in the Marshall Independent School District. Brad's proud to be a part of a school district that continuously strives for excellence, both in the classrooms and in extracurricular activities. MISD board member Brad Burris encourages the entire community to support the efforts of Marshall ISD as they seek to maximize the potential of all Marshall ISD students. Let's go, Mavs.
Well, the first half stats for the Mavericks, pretty impressive on offense. 318 total yards at the half. Cameron Haller has 9 carries for 113 yards. Mills has 10 carries for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns. Patton has 3 receptions for 98 yards, all 3 touchdowns. Justin Hart was having him a whale of a football game. He was 3 for 5. Actually, he was 3 for 6. And before the injury.
And all 3 completions reached the end zone.
All 3 completions reached the end zone.
Getting a standing ovation right now, Chase. That's awesome.
Greenville on the night, 185 total yards of offense. Not a whole lot for them. 42-13 our score at halftime. But again, the bigger piece to this puzzle is somber crowd here at halftime.
Yeah, it's very somber. I mean, you can look up at the scoreboard. It's 42-13. Marshall's got everything going their way offensively, and then, boy, really, Chase, the heart and soul of your offense. A kid that's, there's no more veteran Marshall Maverick on this football team than Justin Hart, a 4-year starter, and boy, it's kind of at a loss for words, Chase, because football's secondary at this point, and you hate to see that happen to anybody. But a kid like Justin Hart, who's worked his tail off for 4 years, who's seen the worst of the worst here at this Maverick football program, and then seen the resurgence over the last 3 years since Clint Harper took over before his sophomore year. It just breaks your heart. It just breaks your heart. And man, oh man.
And he had really had a whale of a season up to date. His last game, unquestionably,
what he did last week was just, it was unbelievable. It's what you expect from a senior leader and a senior quarterback, a guy who's seen Longview every year of his career, and they've always not been very kind to him, Chase. And man,
well, this is it's one of those crazy things. Football is a team sport, and that's what you got to do. You got to go in there and say, now we got to rally around Cameron Howler. We got to finish this football game and look to him to get us where we need to be from here on out. I mean, it's just a tough deal. It's hard to do when you lose somebody like that in the locker room at halftime.
And perhaps a Hunter Harrington, who's a guy that's going to be looked upon as maybe the heir apparent to Justin Hart. Looking ahead a little bit, maybe to next season, but it's tough. It's a tough thing to deal with, but we're going to have to do it. And there's certainly enough pieces on this Maverick football team where they can maybe shoulder a little bit of that load, Chase. At least you would hope so. But it's next man up theory, and it's going to be implemented here tonight. And it'll be Cameron Howler who will take the majority of the snaps, you would think, for the rest of the night, if not for the rest of this season. So again, we don't want to speculate, but it looks like a season-ending and a Maverick career-ending injury for Justin Hart. You're listening to the Patterson Motors Halftime Show. Stick around. Plenty more to come your way as Maverick football continues in a moment.
Hey, East Texas, Richard Trawick at Patterson Toyota in Marshall, Texas, and we're having an inventory closeout on all 2015 Toyota Corolla S model. Only $239 down, only $239 a month, and it's loaded with equipment. Or you can drive in the future in next year's 2016 Toyota Camry in stock for only $279 down, only $279 a month. Inventory closeout on all 2015 Toyota Corolla S model, and it's only at Patterson Toyota in Marshall.
It's a Maverick stampede in 2015. Cameron Howler with the carry around the left side, now reverses field. Inside the 10-5, touchdown Cameron Howler. The young man has done it again. Midfield and more, and it's a foot race.
Bye-bye.
Chavis Mills, 10-5, touchdown Mavericks.
I'm telling you, they're not going to catch Chavis Mills.
Join me and Chase Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
At Panola National Bank, we represent integrity in community banking. As a source of financial strength, we're here participating in local events, helping local charities, and serving the financial needs of East Texas. At Panola National Bank, we value the strong relationships we've forged with our customers. Don't forget to download our free apps for mobile banking to better serve your on-the-go banking needs. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Stop by and see Royce Clements at 2203 Victory Drive in Marshall.
Rodens, 506 East End Boulevard, the Whirlpool washer and dryer with the new touchscreen technology. The machine will remember your setting. Energy efficient, easy on the fabric, and the dryer will be a gentle dry with higher moisture removal, extending the life and the wear of the fabric. Consider this washer and dryer combination now. Also, KitchenAid and Maytag. Sizzling summer sales on now at Rodens Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard, where they sell only appliances and they service what they sell.
Choosing an insurance agency to handle all your insurance needs can be time-consuming and sometimes confusing. The professional staff at Brown Rig Insurance Agency wants to put your mind at ease. The staff at Brown Rig Insurance will bring their knowledge and experience to the table and provide you with cost-effective insurance solutions. Come by 303 West Austin in Marshall or 110 East Lafayette in Jefferson, or call 903-938-8888 and let Brown Rig Insurance take the worry out of protecting your valuable assets.
What scares you the most? Is it video buffering, lagging while gaming, or sharing your internet connection with your kids?
With Fidelity's wicked awesome internet speeds, you can get the speed that you need to fit your family's needs. No more delays with online videos, better gaming connections, and enough bandwidth for everyone under your roof. Go to fidelitycommunications.com/internet now to schedule your free installation.
Internet from Fidelity. So fast, it's scary.
Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall, Texas. Eric Nichols and his staff will hook you up with complete collision repair and have your car looking like it came from the factory. Now, no one wants to be in an accident, but hey, happens. Certified Collision and Glass will provide you with free estimates and a lifetime warranty. Certified Collision and Glass is also iCar certified. Go see the pros at Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South in Marshall.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
Halftime show, 42-13, Big Red all over the Greenville Lions. And Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Lincoln, 8-time winner of the Ford President's Award for Outstanding Customer Satisfaction, joins me here at halftime again, which we may make a weekly feature here at home so we can do some handicapping, have a little fun, things like that. But somber mood right now up in the booth, even though your Marshall Mavericks are on top 42-13. Senior quarterback Justin Hart, a pretty severe right knee injury right before the end of the first half. He was dropping back to throw a little underneath screen pass and kind of went down awkwardly, had a defender come down on top of him, and it just, don't want to speculate, but I would be willing to guess that Justin Hart's season and his Maverick career is over here tonight, and that's why it's a bummer.
That's a total bummer, Jamie, and life isn't fair. Justin Hart, great quarterback, but even better kid, man. I've known this kid, since he played Pop Warner ball, sponsored his teams when he was in Pop Warner. Subsequently, his life turns out, ends up being my neighbor. He is a dadgum good kid, and it's just not fair.
And be a 4-year starter, and after coming off the game of your absolute life against the rival Longview Lobos a week ago, and your final opportunity as a senior for the Mavericks to get that gigantic monkey off your back, and he went out and did it last week, and he was having a heck of a first half tonight. 3 touchdowns, he had 3 completions, all of them reached the end zone. It's just, look, if there's any positive, which there's not, but you've got a capable kid in Cameron Howler who's going to be taking snaps for you for the rest of the night. Maybe Hunter Harrington will come up from the JV next week. He's looked at as the heir apparent to Justin Hart next year because, you can do so much with Cameron Howler in your backfield besides just being the signal caller. But, man, oh, man, just a tough way to end the first half of football, but we'll see if we can't put that behind us and maybe lift our spirits just a little bit. A big day of sports tomorrow. Big day in the SEC as after a week off, the Texas Aggies will be taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. And I got to be honest with you, Matt, I don't even think the game's close. I think A&M runs away with it. I really do. I think the offense that A&M has right now and the improvements that they continue to make each and every week on that side of the football, and even with their starting to implement Kyler Murray a little bit, I think he's actually an X factor tomorrow. I think not only did Texas Aggies get it done, I think they win big.
I tell you what, I suffer from battered Aggie syndrome, so I'm gonna not share your enthusiasm and not jinx them. But I will tell you this: I agree with you on the offensive side of the ball. I think you see a healthy dose of Kyler Murray tomorrow. They didn't play him at all 2 weeks ago. They've kept the offense all season very vanilla. They didn't want to give.
They really have to use him 2 weeks ago.
Right. And I really think we didn't want to give our competition in conference a lot of film to look at. I think we're going to try to catch Alabama, catch them and put them on their heels and show them some things that they hadn't seen before. So I think our defense is where we have an opportunity to win the game. If we can load up the box against the run, put Alabama into some passing situations, I think Deshaun Hall and Myles Garrett are going to I think they're going to give Alabama fits, buddy.
Also, in Waco this year, it was West Virginia up in Morgantown a year ago that spoiled the Baylor Bears' hopes of a college football playoff and the inaugural college football playoff, and they beat down the Bears in Morgantown last year. This year, West Virginia has to come to Baylor and play the Bears on their home turf, a place that Baylor I don't think has lost since they started with their new digs last year. So I don't think they've lost there. So no, it's a tough place to play. It's a tough place to win. Don't know if West Virginia has enough to keep up tomorrow, especially in Baylor. I think the Bears get it done and stay unbeaten.
You know, as much as I would love for couches to burn in Morgantown, you know, Baylor is tough, man. I mean, you know, Baylor's legit. They're for real, man. And I think they're gonna just beat the brakes off West Virginia.
TCU goes to Iowa State tomorrow as we stay in the Big 12. Those are the only two teams right now relevant in the Big 12, just in spite of what Charlie Strong, who you said last week lost the locker room.
I know.
Then they go to the Cotton Bowl, and it looked like they were all about Charlie Strong and trying to save that man's job. And they go out and not only beat Oklahoma, they dominated the Sooners from start to finish.
Buddy, they beat them up, man. I'm going to tell you right here on the radio in front of all the listeners out there.
They played to their paper finally.
I was absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Texas didn't win. They didn't win by luck. They weren't lucky. They didn't just show up fired up. They showed up for. I can tell you, I watched Oklahoma's first 3 plays and thought I'm on the wrong side of this one, bud. You know, I mean, they lined up and beat those kids up.
You look at it, and they finally played to their paper, number one. But number two, they're a couple of plays away from being 4-1. The only team that,
don't give me that. I'm a Parcells guy. You are what your record says you are.
Certainly you are. But I mean, you think about the special teams gaffe against California, then the next week, obviously, against Oklahoma State. Back-to-back weeks where you had winnable football games and you didn't get it done. The only time that Texas has really been handled well was when they, had to come to Fort Worth and TCU pretty much dismantled them. But no, if you look at it in that regard, they are a couple of plays away from being 4-1. So they're not terrible. They're not as terrible, I think, as everybody wanted to make them out to be. I think what's most shocking about them is that I had them picked to be the best defense in the Big 12 this year, and their defense has not been great until, they played really well last week, but up until then, they've given up a lot of points.
Well, I'll say this. University of Texas, me being an Aggie, love to hate them. But
college football's better when they're good.
No, it's not that. It's just that when they're not good, they just have an expectation to be good, year in and year out. They always have they have facilities, they have the money, there's no reason for them not to be good. They have no excuse.
Also, is there any other notable matchups in the SEC tomorrow, man?
Absolutely.
I mean, you got Florida
and LSU.
Florida and LSU, and I'm telling you right now, Florida gets it done.
Oh, you're nuts.
Florida beats LSU tomorrow.
No, if Greer was playing, they had a chance, but with Greer being suspended for a year, no way. Fournette runs wild, bro. That's LSU. I got LSU big.
All right, what else is out of the SEC? Any other big matchups out of the SEC?
In the SEC tomorrow, no, not really. We do have Michigan State in the Big Ten.
Michigan's going to win.
There's no doubt. You can't score on them. Those guys have not been scored on in 14 quarters.
And here's the track record. When Coach Harbaugh took over in, what was it, San Jose State, or what was the first place?
Yeah, it was San Diego State.
San Diego State, something like that. Wherever it was where he first started, they were like 3 and something or another. Same with at Stanford. So he's ahead of schedule in terms of what his track record has been. Their only loss coming to a team in Utah who's now a top 5 team, who's a lot of people are arguing should be the best team in the country. I completely disagree with that assessment.
There's no doubt. They're not the best team.
They're not the best team in the country. They're very good.
They're a top 10 team.
Sure. Yeah, but that's looking each week like a good loss for Utah, except for the fact that it happened in Ann Arbor. So.
Sure. Well, Harbaugh, what he took over in Michigan, the cupboard wasn't bare. Once again, they're Michigan. They have the same expectation that the University of Texas has. They have athletes there. Harbaugh is just the coach that they needed. They know he's a Michigan man. He's dyed in the wool, buddy, and he is way ahead of schedule. I think the man who's not getting credit, though, is DJ Durkin. What he's done there, of course, his defenses at Florida with Muschamp were absolutely nasty. Of course, they couldn't field an offense that,
because that's a Muschamp issue.
Exactly
he doesn't
right.
recruit guys to play offense.
That's exactly right. But DJ Durkin is he's arguably the best defensive coordinator in college football.
So there you go, some big matchups in the SEC. Now let's look to the guys who get paid on Sundays. Now the Cowboys got dismantled last week. We know they're off this week. They'll play next week against the New York Football Giants. That's a big matchup this week in the NFC East, the Eagles and the Giants, as the Eagles try to get to 500, knock the Giants back to 500, and then make that whole NFC East picture look a whole lot better if you're a Cowboys fan moving forward, to kind of everybody get bunched up there until you can get some reserves coming back. I think we saw what kind of defense the Cowboys could have at full strength. The problem is when you're on the field for 40 minutes, Tom Brady and the Patriots, they're eventually going to wear you down and score a lot of points. Green Bay, to me, right now, apart from New England, it's 1A, 1B right now in the NFL.
I think Green Bay is far and away the best team in the NFL right now.
Of course you do.
Well, yeah, naturally. I'm a cheesehead through and through. However, you don't even have to look at the stats. Just go with the eyeball test. That offense just reloads. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in pro football today, arguably working on a resume and a career.
Oh, he's already got a resume where he's arguably one of the greats of all time.
I believe he is the greatest of all time. I think right now you should watch. You should watch and enjoy, because you're watching the greatest quarterback to ever play right now.
You're also watching an era of really good quarterback play around the league. You know, I mean, the guy last night, I even like guys like Matt Ryan. Will he ever go down as one of the greats? Probably not. But as far as the talent around the NFL right now at that position, whether it be an underperforming Ryan Tannehill who just doesn't have enough pieces around him, they haven't invested in an offensive line, kid's running for his life, and it's aging him ridiculously.
Yeah.
A 10-year career for him is going to feel like 20 years the way he takes a beating. But, for all the hatred that Tony Romo's received over his career, I'm always going to be a Tony Romo apologist because I remember the days of Clint Stern or Quincy Carter, you name them. Aaron Brooks was back there. I mean, they had just all these guys, Drew Henson, Ryan Leaf made an appearance for the Dallas. Right. So I remember those days, and so I'm always going to be an apologist to his.
Well, and when you look at what we refer to right now as second-tier quarterbacks in the NFL, that they're remarkable. I mean, look at Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is amazing. Carson Palmer is great. Eli Manning, I mean, he has terrible moments, but this guy is a two-time Super Bowl MVP. I mean, there really is. We are in an era of excellent quarterback play. On your note a while ago about the Eagles and the Giants, I think the Eagles blow them out Sunday.
I hope so.
I really believe it.
As much as I'm not a Eagles and this Chip Kelly fan kind of thing, just because of my Cowboy fandom, I hope that's what happens, because I would like to see it. Because then if the Cowboys are able to beat the Giants following their bye week, then they're right back in the driver's seat in the division.
Well, let me clarify what I call a blowout in the NFL. It's a double-digit win.
Double-digit win. 10-point win is a 10-point win in the NFL is a blowout.
That's right.
All right, real quick before we let you go, next Thursday here at Marshall High School in the parking lot, it's Marshall Ford and the Ford Motor Company Drive One for Your School event. Every year we do this. Every year we meet our goal. But over the last few years, it's become we've been able to meet our goal at a much more rapid pace. Whereas we used to have to go to the to the nth degree and let the clock run out on us. But the last couple of years, man, we've had an hour to spare on these things.
Well, right, and I hate talking about it like that, because if you're listening, that doesn't mean don't come out. We're going to have plenty of people. Come show up. Let's get it done. Let's get it done quickly. There's no excuse not to come. We're giving away money. Let's give away a lot of it. Let's not give away a little. Let's give away a lot. Let's do it quickly. Show up. You can get a hot dog. You can come over here and watch. I believe the JV's in town.
Yep.
So we have football games going on here at Maverick Stadium. It's an easy event. It's for a great cause. And if you live in Marshall and you're a fan of the Mavericks, there's no reason you don't show up.
Up to what, $6,000?
$6,000, and I believe there's a bonus car this year. So if you take the second drive, it can raise up to $8,000. So
really, so if you can actually sign up and take another car.
Yeah, they do it with different vehicle lines that they're pushing. In the past, they've done it with Edge, they've done it with Taurus. So we'll find out for sure on Thursday. But show up and let's raise a lot of money for Marshall High School.
Homecoming 2015. Matt Moore, general manager of Marshall Ford, joining me at halftime. Hope you guys enjoyed some of that. I know I do, because I could do it all day. I love talking football, love talking sports. I'm a broken-hearted fan these days.
We just need to go ahead and work on us. So we need a weekly call-in show. I've got
a spot at my house that is ready to roll.
Wait, hey, let's put this together, man.
Let's do it.
And we'll take live calls. As long as you can promise not to be profane on the air.
And I'll actually see about getting Marshall Ford to maybe sponsor it.
There you go, man. I'll do it. It'll be fun.
Appreciate it, man.
It's done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
By the way, we'll have a lot of that action for you tomorrow on KMHT 103.9 FM, ESPN 1450 AM, and 96.9 FM. You're listening to the Patterson Motors Halftime Show. Marshall on top, 42-13. Stick around. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Hey, East Texas, Richard Trawick at Patterson Ram in Marshall, Texas, and it's truck month, and we've got the biggest savings ever on 2015 Ram Lone Stars. On top of a $5,000 package savings, we're taking $10,000 off MSRP. That's right, $10,000 off MSRP, $5,000 package savings for a total savings of $15,000 on all 2015 2015 Ram Lone Star 1500s. So come by and see us at Patterson Ram on Highway 59 in Marshall, Texas.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
Cruising to Padre with the top down was the best. But that was before we had the kids, all three of them. We went from two-seater to sedan to minivan, joy rides to family trips, detailing to fixing dents from bikes and skateboards.
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes as fast as your taste in cars. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
Pick your poison. Throw to the end zone in a beautiful dime piece. Off the right arm of Justin Hart to Trel Patton. Tyler with the keeper. He's got a lot of room around the left side. He's got one man to beat. Touchdown, Cameron Haller. Now Hart steps, has a man wide open. Making the catch at the 5 and walking into the end zone is Trel Patton. Touchdown, Mavericks from 43 yards out. Join me and Chase Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelters Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now is the time. Come in today and let us show you why Campbell's is your #1 award-winning dealer here in East Texas. Campbell Portable Buildings, located at 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
Rodens Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard North at the overpass. They want to introduce you to the Whirlpool refrigerator. 28 cubic feet, 4-door. Extra refrigerated drawer for easy access, easy slide storage bins, indoor ice, tap touch controls, adjustable gallon door bins, ice and water filter, Whirlpool beauty, capacity, dependability. Whirlpool, the brand to trust. And Rodens, where they service what they sell. 506 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, super fast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year, or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today, or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
If you love your high school, Texas Bank & Trust has a great new way to show your pandemonium. It's with the new Texas Bank & Trust High School Pandemonium Visa check cards. These cards have high school colors and mascots from many East Texas schools. Use the Pandemonium card for your normal everyday purchases and show your school spirit at the same time. Texas Bank & Trust Pandemonium Visa check cards. The one card fans demand. Texas Bank & Trust. Strength, stability, service, and Pandemonium cards.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Top of the Greenville Lions here at Homecoming 2015. Marshall will kick the football away to begin this second half. Jamie Horton, Chase Palmer, Reginald T. Cooper, Emily Salee on your videography tonight. That Marshall replay on the Marshall Cable Channel 18 on Tuesday nights. Again, if you're just tuning in, Marshall on top 42-13 here at halftime as we just set to begin this third quarter. The second half kickoff is brought to you by the Paisley Rose, who remind you that they're avid supporters of the Marshall Mavericks as that kick is fielded at about the 9-yard line. Coming left to right is the ball carrier, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and taken down at the 19-yard line. Avid supporters of the Marshall Mavericks, the Paisley Rose invites all Maverick fans and boosters to stop by and have monogramming done on hats, shirts, sweatshirts, or other memorabilia. Don't forget to take care of mom and dad while you're there and check out their selection of adorable children, toddler, and baby items. Second half kickoff again brought to you by the Paisley Rose, where there's love in every stitch. Go by and see them at 201 West Austin here in Marshall. Greenville Lions football at their own 19-yard line to start this second half. And again, if you're just now joining us, senior quarterback Justin Hart going down with an injury that looked pretty severe in the towards the end of that first half. And again, no speculation as to what happened. We're just guessing, but it did not look good. And we are prepared to not be without Justin Hart for the rest of the season. On first down, a little pitch out, and it's Crandall Hale with the carry. He got a yard to the 20, going from right to left behind that line of scrimmage. So they'll go from the right hash to the left hash. Greenville football moving left to right on your radio dial. Second down and 9 upcoming from their own 20-yard line. It's homecoming 2015, so they were celebrating classes of 75, 85, 95, and 05 here earlier, plus some other folks coming out to show their support of the Marshall Mavericks, who are trying to get to 7-0 for the first time since 1996. That 96 team went 11-1. They were the last team.
That was a lot of fives. You just kept throwing fives out there. 75, 85, 95,
I assumed
05.
there was 85, 05, 95.
A lot of fives.
A lot of fives. Second down and 9, Greenville at their 20-yard line. Just underway here, a minute gone by in the third. It's Crandall Hale around that left side, and he's taken out of bounds by Sheldon Williams after a gain of a yard to the 21.
What a great play by Sheldon Williams, man. He got on his horse and got out there and made a great tackle. He picked up half a yard. You know, Marshall's done a good job tonight of hemming in Crandall Hill.
He's had that one big run, and he got it in space as he went off tackle around the right side. But
but for that one run, he has really been hemmed in. Has not really gotten much at all.
Third down and 8 upcoming for the Greenville Lions. Again at that left hash at their own 21-yard line. Shotgun here for the quarterback. He'll roll to his right, look that way, throws down here on the near side, has a man who just falls down and makes the catch at the Maverick 49-yard line. It's a big, big conversion right there for the Greenville Lions. It's a 30-yard pitch and catch, actually giving the 31 to the 48-yard line as that catch was made by number...
We got lost in there somewhere. We had 3 Mavericks that were just standing around.
5. Was that number 4 who made that catch?
I think it was number 7.
Number 7
for Greenville.
That'll be Freddie Reyes. He's got a couple of catches tonight. That one again, 31 yards to the 48-yard line of Marshall.
We had everybody there. A safety. We had 2 DBs. It just kind of fell in between 3 Mavericks. So first and 10 Greenville from the Maverick 48. High formation handoff up the middle. Oh, big hole to the 40, to the 35. They're not going to catch him. It looks like he's going to score down to the 10. Oh, they will get him.
And I believe that's Trey Macon.
Boy, that was the parting of the Red Sea.
Number 6 for the Mavericks. DeMarcus Alexander chasing Crandall Hale down all the way. It'll be first and goal from the 4 for the Greenville Lions. And that'll be a 44-yard run for Crandall Hale. That kid can run the football, can he? He's got some speed, too. He's got some wheels, but the Maverick defense able to chase him down from behind.
Well, that's just right up the gut running right there, and he doesn't need much of a hole. When he finds him one, he's off to the races, but we were able to chase him down inside the 5. They'll mark him at the 4, so it'll be first and goal from the Marshall 4.
Under center goes the quarterback here, and they'll go to Crandall Hale, trying to bounce it out wide right, and he's taken down.
Oh.
No gain on the play.
Micah Smith.
Yeah, Micah Smith, number 21, with the tackle, and a good one. As Crandall Hale tried to bounce it out off that right tackle and got no gain, nowhere to go.
And that was a great play by Micah Smith. Came up from his free safety position, made the tackle at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Second down and goal for Greenville from the Marshall 4. 9:29 left to go in the third. 42-13 our score. Marshall trying to keep Greenville out of the end zone.
At the right hash, second and goal for the Lions at the Maverick 4. Weston Jarvis goes back under center in the I formation, and Marshall looks to be in the neutral zone. Pitch out to the left, And it's Crandall Hale. He's got nowhere to go. Did Marshall?
No flag.
No flags on the play. Marshall must have got back, and that's going to be a loss of a yard close to the 5. Chased down by a host of Marshall Mavericks. Antonio Washington, I think, was the first to greet him. So to bring up a 3rd down and goal here and a loss of a yard to the 5.
So Marshall, on 2 straight possessions, has hemmed in Crandall Hale. He was trying to get to the outside both times, once to the right, next to the left. So 3rd down and goal for Greenville. 8:44 left to go in the 3rd. 42-13 our score. Marshall with the lead. Greenville with the ball inside Maverick territory. Again spotted at the Maverick 4. And Greenville using all kinds of time. The strangest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, they certainly don't seem to be interested in trying to at least maybe win a football game. Anything can happen. But it'll bring a 3rd down and goal here for the Lions at the Maverick 4-yard line. They'll go back to the I formation. Jarvis has one man singled up down here on the near side. They'll pitch it. Crandall Hale bobbled it, broke a tackle, and then broke the plane of that goal line and gets into the end zone. So on 3rd down and goal from the 4, Greenville's able to capitalize. A 4-yard touchdown run for Crandall Hale, and Greenville on the board here early in this 3rd quarter. 8:12 left to go. 42-19. Marshall on top.
Well, it looked like we were going to have him there, Jamie, hemmed in about the 3, but he's a strong runner, and when he gets those shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, he's a load to bring down. Marshall not able to get him at the 3, so he'll punch it in for the score as we await the point after. The kick is up,
no good,
and it's no good.
Pulled it off to the left, so your new score here is Greenville drives down the field on the opening possession of the 3rd quarter and takes it in for a touchdown. 42-19, Marshall on top. 8:12 left for the 3rd. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
8:12 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Marshall on top, 42-19, as Greenville set to kick it away from their own 40. And it's a short kick, fielded at the 27-yard line by one of the up men. And coming around the left side, and that's number 2, Trey Macon. Up across the 45 and into Greenville Lions territory goes Trey Macon. And that ball came out, but he was down. They're going to say he was down right at about the 47-yard line. It's a good call. He kind of got flipped end over end, and that ball was in his right hand, and that forearm with the football came down on the turf. Marshall recovered the football anyway, but a good start to the 3rd quarter after a good return by Trey Macon. Marshall football at the Greenville 46.
Boy, really good return there from Trey Macon. He looked like he would be comfortable at wide receiver, did he not?
Yeah, he looked.
So in comes Cameron Howler. He's going to have to carry the load for Marshall the rest of the way.
Yeah, Trey Macon looked like a guy that was very comfortable running the football. Now Marshall's going to have to burn a timeout here. Trel Patton coming off the field late. We'll keep it right here with 8 minutes left to go in the 3rd. Some scores from around the area, Chase.
The Longview Lobos all over the Texas High Tigers over there in Longview with 4:27 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Longview leads 28-0 over the Tigers from Texas High. We've got another good one over there in Hallsville. Hallsville's blowing out Sulphur Springs 42-0 with 11:42 left to go in the 3rd. Pine Tree trails Mount Pleasant 17-14 at the half. That one is at Pine Tree, and that might be for that 4th playoff spot's going to come down to if Pine Tree can win it. Pine Tree Hallsville is going to be a battle for that 4th place spot.
In 16-5A, right now, John Tyler and Ennis locked in a good one, 20-14. John Tyler at half. Lufkin and Lindale also locked up in a tight one with the Panthers on top, 21-17 over the Eagles at halftime. Out of the timeout, Marshall football. At the Greenville 46, high snap. Cameron Haller puts it in the belly of Chavis Mills. Up the middle he goes, stays on his feet, breaks a tackle, and he's inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on first down for Chavis Mills, and it's a Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down.
Oh, good run there by Chavis Mills, and I saw Coach Lott telling the big men up front, y'all got to carry us the rest of the way, gentlemen.
Moving right to left on your radio dial are the Mavericks. They'll go right back to Mills. Kind of picks his way off that left tackle and maybe got a yard or two up to the 33-yard line, Chase. So a gain of a yard on first down for Chavis Mills.
The key here is going to see it can, and I think he can, but can our man Cameron Haller throw the deep ball? If he can, it's really going to open up a lot of things for us offensively.
Cameron Haller's only issue that you're going to see is touch right now. It doesn't do it a lot, but the kid can throw the football. Right now he's going to keep it around the right side, looking for blocks, turns upfield, and gets inside the 30 before being driven back at about the 28-yard line. So it'll be a 6-yard run for Cameron Haller on second down, brings up a third down and about 3 for the Mavericks.
Really a big possession here for Marshall offensively. 7 minutes to go in the football game, up 42-19. Marshall really needs to put some points on the board, try to control the clock. Let's just get this one over with and go into the next week after suffering that loss in the first half with the injury to Hart. So third down and 4
Still
for
devastated by it. Just breaks your heart. Third down and about 3, maybe 4 here for the Mavericks. Shotgun snap to Cameron Haller off to Chavis Mills. He fights, and he's got a first down.
Ooh.
And there's a flag that comes in late. We'll see what this is. This is probably going to be a hold on the Mavericks on an interior lineman. Could also be a face mask. His helmet did come off, did Chavis Mills, so we'll see what this is all about. But it looks like the officials are about ready to mark this one back.
That was a great run by Chavis Mills. He saw a little hole to the outside. So holding on Marshall. I'll tell you what, though, as critical as we have been of the officials this year, this is the best officiated game I've seen so far out of the 8 games or the 8 weeks we've played. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
So that's going to bring up third down and 12 for Marshall. They're going to spot the ball all the way back to the 36-yard line. So
Yep.
Marshall now in a fairly obvious passing situation, you would think.
Yeah, and we'll see what the Mavericks do here, but it'll be Cameron Haller is going to be your signal caller. Some mix-up here as far as personnel is concerned, which may happen without Justin Hart in this football game and in this game for the Mavericks for the foreseeable future. Denzel Mitchell in the backfield to the left of Cameron Haller after the helmet comes off of Chavis Mills. He's got to sit out of play. Haller rolls left, now throws that way, and a bullet right through the hands of Trel Patton down here on this near sideline. Goes incomplete. Haller went all the way to the sideline, as far as he could go to the sideline before being out of bounds, and threw an absolute bullet right towards Trel Patton, and Patton couldn't handle it. Marshall's going to kick it away.
Even if he would have caught that, though, he would have been well short of the first down. So just like that, kind of a somber mood here all of a sudden in Maverick Stadium.
Marshall will kick it away. Alan Martinez standing at the 49-yard line of the Marshall Mavericks. Now moves up a yard to the midfield stripe just above the Maverick logo at midfield. Standing back at his own 10 is the awaiting Greenville Lion kick returner. Way. Good snap. Martinez gets it away, and it's a good kick. Take a Maverick bounce. It'll stick right at about the 11-yard line. So a good kick there for Alan Martinez. It'll be a net of 25 yards for Martinez and the Mavericks.
Yeah, that was a really good punt there from Martinez. Little sandwich set down for him right about the 12-yard line. So Marshall's defense really needs a stop here. We don't need to let them back in the football game. 6:17 left to go here in the third after the Marshall punt of 23 yards, you said, Jamie?
Well, it's on the 10. It was on the 36, so that'd be about a 25, 26-yard net on the punt from Alan Martinez.
So big series here. Marshall couldn't get off the field on third down in the last series, so let's see if Marshall can get them off the field 3 and out here.
Ball spotted in the middle of the hash marks for Jarvis and the Greenville Lion offense. They'll go back to the ground. It's Crandall Hale, and he's got nowhere to go. Trying to go off that left guard. He's going to lose looks like he lost maybe 2 yards back to the 11-yard line, Chase.
Yeah, that's a really good play there from Marshall. They're starting to get a little push in the interior of that defensive front. And that's a really, really big series here for the Marshall defense. Again, 42-19 our score. We go under 6 minutes. We're at the 5:48 mark here in the third. Marshall's defense looking to get off the field. 2nd down and 11 forthcoming here for Greenville, rather.
Ennis.
I'm about to say Ennis from the 13-yard line.
Yep, at the left hash, Jarvis back under center I formation. He'll drop, throws over here in this, in the right flat and making the catch and then taking an absolute shot from, I believe, Cortez Hurd is number 7, Freddie Reyes, who's been Jarvis's go-to man tonight.
That's a pick, though, Jamie. If he steps in front of it, that would have been pick number 3 for him. But instead, it's a first down, so Marshall's got to tighten up here. 5:18 left to go. 42-19. Played really well so far on both sides of the ball.
What was that, a 12-yard? 11? 11-yard pitch and catch.
It's funny to me, though, Greenville's not going very quickly. To be down by as many scores as they are, very meticulous right now on offense.
Shotgun here now for Jarvis. Right behind him is Hale, and it'll be Hale with the carry, and he's hit and dropped immediately. Maybe got a yard, maybe a yard and a half, 2 yards up to the 25-yard line. So give him 2 yards on first down for Crandall Hale and the Greenville Lions. Marshall's defense, all things considered, Crandall Hale's going to be at the century mark, you would think, at some point tonight. He's had a couple of big runs and scored a touchdown, actually 2 touchdowns tonight. So he has been as advertised, but a couple of times we've seen this Maverick defense, especially where they've been weak in weeks past on their right side, have done well here tonight in slowing down Crandall Hale a little bit. Shotgun here on 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain, and there you go. It's Jarvis keeping it around the left side. Got a first down and more all the way up to the 47-yard line of the Greenville Lions. That's a 17-yard run there for Weston Jarvis. He's had that all night long as Marshall had nobody in the area. We saw Justin Hart do it in the first half where there was a bunch of green around that left side, and he took it for a first down.
Defensive end, got to stay at home. You got to play assignment football when you're running this read option, and everybody came in to go after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it out, and that's an easy big pickup for him. He'll take it all the way up to the Greenville 48-yard line, 1st and 10 Lions.
Officially the 47. Offset I formation, the shotgun. They'll go to Crandall Hale, bounces it out wide right. Now cuts back inside, gets into Maverick territory, and has a good gain up to the Maverick 46-yard line. It's a 6-yard run there. Actually 7 yards on first down for Crandall Hale. Brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Lions.
Again, the good part here in this football game is we're out to a 42-19 lead, and Greenville takes a ton of time in between each and every snap. I mean, they are in slow motion. You would think they were winning 42-19. They're not very deliberate moving to the line of scrimmage. They take about 45 seconds between snaps.
Shotgun here for Jarvis. They'll go back to the ground. It's Crandall Hale around the right side. He's got a first down. He's hit and drags a Maverick with him to the 40-yard line. So 7 yards and a first down for Crandall Hale. And big number 80 for the Marshall Mavericks, Freddie Robinson. The initial hit on Crandall Hale.
2:47 left to go in the third. 42-19 our score. Marshall with the lead, but Greenville starting to kind of pound and ground here a little bit in the third quarter. Down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Greenville at the Maverick 40.
I formation here as Jarvis goes back under center. And we've got movement along the right side of the Greenville offensive line. It looked like number 51, Guillermo Vasquez, might have jumped. And
I believe that's their first penalty of the ball game for Greenville.
Possibly. Hadn't been a whole lot of flags tonight.
No, been a very clean football game so far. So that'll bring up 1st and 15. They'll mark it back at the Maverick 45-yard line. They'll wind the clock. 2:18 left to go here in the third. Again, Greenville just slow moving.
And it's a good thing, Chase, because I'll say this. I watched the Longview game about 3 different times now. You and I, we were pretty hard on those officials last week.
We were pretty hard
on them. Back under center goes Jarvis after the 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 from the Maverick 45. Jarvis will look to throw, now keeps it. Tries to find some room and has nowhere to go. That'll be a loss of a yard. Back to the 46-yard line, so 2nd down and 16 upcoming for the Greenville Lions.
Great job defensively. Everybody stayed in their gap. They stayed at home. It was going to be a passing play, good coverage down the field. Marshall had him hemmed in defensively, so good job there across the line. Good job there in the defensive backfield. So it'll be a loss back to the 46-yard line of Marshall. And it'll bring up second down.
And 16, they got it wrong on the scoreboard. I'll say this, though. You did encourage a raise for the officials last week. So
I did.
Not all bad. Second and 16 from the 46-yard line of Marshall at the left hash. Greenville moves left to right on your radio dial. Now Jarvis drops the pass, throws that way into coverage, and it's a jump ball and in and out of the hands of Jernigan. Also there, Melvin Maps. And great coverage, almost the third interception of the night for the Marshall Mavericks. And it's Jernigan in on coverage.
Yeah, that was, again, great defense all across the board. Good job up front. Good job there in the back. The defensive backfield, everybody played position football again. So we're looking at third down and 16 for the Greenville Lions. You would think this would be 4-down territory for them. So let's see what happens here. Big play for the defense.
Third down and 16 here for the Greenville Lions. Have it at the Marshall 46-yard line. Ball spotted in the middle of the hash marks as we're going to snap this football with 1:09 left to go on the third quarter clock. Play clock down to 23 now. Shotgun here for Jarvis to his left in the backfield tail. He'll drop to throw. Looks to throw to the left. Now steps up. Takes off and runs with it and gets about 6 yards. He's brought down awkwardly up to the 41-yard line. So about a 5-yard carry there for Weston Jarvis, brings up a 4th down and 11.
DeAndre Osborne there to assist. Yeah, it looked kind of like he was roping a calf.
Or like when you're trying to have a hockey fight and you rip the jersey up over the top so their arms are stuck up there. It kind of looked like that, like he was trying to rip his jersey over his head.
So here we go, 4th down and about 10.5 for Greenville. They've got to get all the way down to the 30. They're just outside the Maverick 40, between the 40 and the 41-yard line.
They can start that play clock at any moment, gentlemen. My goodness.
So here we go.
The play clock should have started long ago. It hadn't even started. 35 seconds on the game clock. Jarvis rolls to his right, is hit and breaks a tackle, then has nowhere to go. Freddie Robinson will clean him up at the 40-yard line, and it'll be first down Marshall at their own 40, so they get the turnover on downs. And boy, my word talking is all messed up right now, Chase.
Boy, that's a great job there by the Maverick defense. They were on their heels a little bit. Greenville doing a good job running the football. And just like that, we tighten up. We get the penalty on the false start by Greenville, and we take advantage of that. We let them get only back to the original line of scrimmage. So Marshall will start first down and 10 from their own 40.
Yeah, give Weston Jarvis a yard on that officially, so no sack for Robinson. So Marshall football moving right to left on your radio dial, have it at their own 40-yard line at the left hash. It'll be Cameron Haller again, the signal caller. To his left is Chavis Mills, and it will be Cameron Haller with the keeper through that left side across the 45, and gets across midfield to about the 49-yard line. Boy, that's a tough spot right there, but nonetheless it is enough for a Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down, you would think. The clock is still running.
Yeah, that's a first
but
down,
it looks
guys.
looks like 10 yards and a first down, so they're going to let this clock stop now with 5 seconds. Marshall then will let it run down to the fourth quarter, and we will go to the fourth quarter with Marshall on top of Greenville here at Homecoming 2015, 42-19. To the fourth quarter we go when Maverick football continues.
If you love your high school, Texas Bank & Trust has a great new way to show your Bandemonium. It's with the new Texas Bank & Trust High School Bandemonium Visa check cards. These cards have high school colors and mascots from many East Texas schools. Use the Bandemonium card for your normal everyday purchases and show your school spirit at the same time. Texas Bank & Trust Bandemonium Visa check cards. The one card fans demand. Texas Bank & Trust. Strength, stability, service, and Bandemonium cards.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For generations, folks looking for a new car, truck, or SUV have trusted Chevrolet, America's #1 automaker. And for 3 generations, East Texans have trusted family-owned Niles Chevrolet in Marshall. Whether you're looking for a sporty Cobalt, a rugged Silverado, or the redesigned Tahoe, our folks will work with you to get the best possible deal. It's what we've done at Niles for 70 years. Treat you fairly. No wonder everyone seems to leave Niles with smiles. Niles Chevrolet, 4801 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall.
The fourth quarter we go. Marshall football have it at midfield. Cameron Haller, the signal caller, ball at the left hash. They move left to right on your radio dial, and the give is to Chavis Mills. Good blocks on that right side, and he fights his way for a first down and more inside the 40 and all the way up to the 36-yard line of the Greenville Lions. That'll be a 14-yard run on first down. It's a Porta-John first down run for Chavis Mills and the Mavericks as they're marching down the field here, moving again left to right as we flip-flop field. The side of the field that you play on as we switch quarters.
If we throw the ball again, Jamie Horton, I will be shocked. I mean, we look content to run the football. We're running the football well. We're going to take every single second.
Shorten the game by speeding it up, so to speak.
Yeah, we're going to take every single second of each and every play. That we've got the clock down under 15. 11:19 left to go here in the fourth. 42-19 our score. Marshall with the ball at the 36-yard line of the Greenville Lions.
Shotgun here for Haller. To his left is Chavis Mills. And it'll be Haller with the keeper around the left side looking for blocks. He's running right behind Chavis Mills and runs into an offensive lineman. And I think he's got 10 yards and another Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down all the way up to the 26 of the Greenville Lions. First down on back-to-back carries for the Mavericks.
Good job there by Mr. Landrino. Brought him in and put him in the slot out there. He led the way. Behind him was Mills, and all he did, Cameron Haller just put his hand on Mills' back and followed him into the hole. Had some offensive linemen blocking for him as well. So that's a 10-yard pickup by Haller. They're actually only going to give him 9 on the play.
Wow. All right. Well, he's going to be about 6 inches shy of a first down, so we'll give him 10 yards on our scorecard.
So that'll bring up second down and about half of a yard. 10:24 left to go.
That's a sneeze away from a first down. Again, Marshall football at the left hash at the Greenville 26-yard line. Shotgun here for Haller. He'll take the snap, fake the give, keep it. Oh, what a move in the backfield. Fighting for that first down marker, and he's got it. Well, he got hit in the backfield, then had to make a little bit of a shimmy chase to get out of it, and he's got a first down and just inside the 26-yard line between the 26 and the 25, and it's a Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down.
So they'll give him about a yard there on that carry. And all he needed was half a yard, so it'll be a first down and 10 for Marshall. As we go under 10 minutes to go in the ball game, 42-19 our score. Marshall with the lead and the football at the Greenville 26.
Again, if you're just joining us tonight, Justin Hart is out of this ball game. He suffered a pretty severe right knee injury at the end of the first half, and again, don't have any word as to what occurred, but it did look bad enough to where we might speculate that it's a pretty severe knee injury and potentially his season is lost. Shotgun here for Cameron Haller on first down, gives it straight ahead to Mills. Nice move in the backfield. The cut inside just beyond that left guard. Now we've got a Marshall Maverick lineman who is grabbing for his right leg. Actually, that's the fullback. That'll be, I believe, number 32 for the Marshall Mavericks. That's Caden Landrino, who's been big for the Mavericks this year as far as their running game is concerned. That lead blocker out of the backfield, and he's in some pain, and he's holding his right leg. Boy, oh boy, Chase, this is not just, anytime you see a kid that's injured, it sucks. You don't ever want to see it, but boy, oh boy.
And Marshall had really evaded the injury bug for the season lucky before tonight.
You know, the only significant one really you lost Cordell Archfield at the beginning of the game with a high ankle sprain. He's kind of nursed himself back to health. He's been active as far as playing for the Mavericks on Friday nights. Just hadn't had a whole lot of touches this year. Just goes to show you that there's so much talent on this roster offensively that it's hard to spread the wealth sometimes. Caden Landrino now down on the ground and being tended to. An injury timeout. We'll take one with him. 9:20 left to play here tonight. 42-19. Marshall on top. Maverick football continues in a moment.
At Panola National Bank, we're constantly looking for ways to make community banking even better. Now we're making it easier for you to bank on the go with Mobile PNB. Our new mobile banking service allows you to access your accounts directly from your cell phone, so you can make transfers, check balances, and search transactions all from the convenience of your cell phone or tablet. Be sure to check out our new free mobile apps in the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Caden Landrino coming off to the sideline, not under his own power, favoring that right leg. And boy, Chase, I heard you say to Reggie Cooper, boy, we're going to have 2 knee injuries, it looks like, on the same night, and they're not letting him put any weight on that right leg. Golly, just one of those nights.
It's just really bizarre. It kind of takes the steam out of everything.
It takes the wind right out of your sails for sure.
Hard to watch, hard to talk about. So second down, about 6 for Marshall.
At the Greenville Lion 21, ball spotted at the left hash. It's Cameron Haller. And to his right is Chavis Mills, and it'll be Mills with the carry. Stumbled as he took the handoff. Got a first down as he fights his way inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. It's a Marshall Maverick Porta-John first down, 8 yards for Chavis Mills on second down. First down for the Mavericks at the 13-yard line.
Jamie, that's his 14th carry of the night, so he has been the workhorse. He and Haller kind of have been flip-flopping back and forth.
We have a chance here, and I don't want to jinx it. Or I do want to jinx it, actually, but for the first time all season, Cameron Haller's been held without a touchdown. And he's still got time to put one in the end zone, Chase, but Cameron Haller's touchdown streak is on the line here tonight.
Well, Marshall just needs to get out of this football game and not have anybody else get hurt. 8:20 left to play, 42-19, and we'll use all the time in between each possession.
At the 14-yard line of Greenville, it's Mills up the middle. He's hit hard, but fights forward, puts that head down, and picks up maybe another yard on that carry. So give him 2 yards on first down, brings up second down and 8.
I believe, I said we would not throw the ball again, but the DBs have basically taken off. They're just rolling to the football. You might see a quick screen pass here with a little downfield blocking from those other wide receivers as they line up in that
and it's a good down to do it here on second down.
New score from Longview. The Lobos continue to thrash Texas High 35-7 with 10:30 to go in the fourth.
You know what I noticed tonight? Just how awesome it is not to hear that stupid horn.
The Lobo horn.
It's ridiculous. Second down and 8 here for the Mavericks. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line of Greenville. It's Haller with the keeper. The play is blown dead. Marshall moved too soon, and they'll move this one back 5 yards. Back to the 17, and that'll be a second down and 13 upcoming for the Mavericks. You had a couple of guys down here on this right side.
Yeah, the snap count a little bit off there, and so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll mark it back beyond the 15 to the 16. So second down and a long 13 for Marshall. 7 minutes to play in the ball game. 42-19 your score. Marshall with the lead and the ball inside the 20.
Marshall being shut out here in this second half. Under 7 minutes to play. It'll be Cameron Haller. He fakes the give, now keeps it. Tries to bounce it out to the right. Breaks one tackle and can't break the second. And is taken down at about the 18-yard line, so maybe a loss of a yard, as a matter of fact, at the 17.
Well, here's an interesting couple of play calls here. It's third down and a bunch for Marshall. The ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Got to get all the way down to the 9 to get a first down, and we can get a first down before scoring here with 6:23 left to go here in the football game.
Yes, Brandon Smith, just like the horn that TCU blows. So Marshall content to run this clock down as far as they can between snaps. There's 14 seconds on the play clock, even 6 minutes on the game clock. 3rd and 14 here for the Mavericks from the Greenville 18 shotgun here. Cameron Haller rolls to his left, now looks to throw. Escapes one tackle, steps up, now takes off with the football inside the 20, inside the 15, and taken down at the 10-yard line. So he got 8 yards, did Cameron Haller on third down. You got to think maybe this is 2-down territory. They're going to send Alan Martinez on to try and get a field goal here for the Mavericks, and this will be about a 27-yarder from the right hash for Martinez.
Yeah, I think here you're looking for points, Jamie. We need to just add a couple of points here.
It's confidence, trying to make sure everybody's head's in the same spot because, well, you got to know these kids, too. They were all coming over to talk to Justin Hart, too. After that injury, they were all on one knee. Just a bad scene, and you got to think maybe that's affecting some kids here tonight. It was a weird snap, weird play, but Alan Martinez is right down the money. Boy, he's been money all season long, apart from a couple of missed PATs to begin the season. His kick from 27 yards is good. Your new score, Marshall 45 and the Greenville Lions 19. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Panola National Bank, we represent integrity in community banking. As a source of financial strength, we're here participating in local events, helping local charities, and serving the financial needs of East Texas. At Panola National Bank, we value the strong relationships we've forged with our customers. Don't forget to download our free apps for mobile banking to better serve your on-the-go banking needs. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Stop by and see Royce Clemens at 2203 Victory Drive in Marshall.
.502 left to go here tonight. 45-19. Marshall with the lead as they kick it off towards the Greenville Lions. They'll fumble the football at the 1, have to pick it up at the 1. Now the ball carrier has nowhere to go and falls forward up to about the 8-yard line. So a 7-yard return for the Greenville Lions. Their football at their own 8 to begin here.
How bizarre is that? That's happened to them 3 times where they have 2 guys back there and one guy kind of muffs it, and the ball has to be fielded at the 1. So that's the 3rd time we've seen that tonight from Greenville. And they'll start from their own 8-yard line. 4:55 to play. 45-19 our score.
Maverick fans starting to kind of make their way to their vehicles now with 4:55 left to go in this ball game. Chavis back under center. He'll take the snap, pitch it out to Crandall Hale, looking to turn that corner. He does. He's got a first down and more. Across the 25 and across the 30, and pushed that out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 24 yards on first down for Crandall Hale.
Boy, he's a runner now. I mean, he gets a little seam, he gets a crease, and he can be off to the races. So a big pickup there out of the shadow of their end zone. They'll move it all the way up to the 32-yard line from their own 8. So first down and 10 for Greenville. 4:47 to go. He did run out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. 45-19 our score. Marshall with the lead. Greenville with the ball.
Moving right to left on your radio dial are the Lions from the right hash at their own 32. It'll be Chavis. He'll go right back to the ground. Crandall Hale with a bit of a burst across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Went off left guard that time and give him 4 yards rather, up to the 36-yard line. Second down and 6 upcoming for the Lions.
And they're just content to get on the bus as Greenville. I mean, they're just wanting to run the ball, and then they take about 20 seconds up. There's no hurry up or giddy up in Greenville. They're ready to go to the house.
I wonder if they're just saying, well, I don't want the injury bug to get us before we get out of here.
It's really bizarre to see. So second down and a long 6. They'll run a toss to the right. Right there is Sheldon Williams for the Mavericks. He'll make the play at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Third down and 5.
It looks like the judge on the far side is going to give him a yard chase to about the 37, so a yard on second down for Crandall Hale. Third down and 5 upcoming for the Lions. Jamie Horton, Chase Palmer, Reginald T. Cooper, and Emily Salee with you tonight from Maverick Stadium on a somber homecoming 2015, not because of the scoreboard, but because of a couple of injuries tonight. And Justin Hart, more importantly, thoughts and prayers certainly with him as he's headed over to figure out what happened to his knee. Also, Mr. Landreneau. As Crandall Hale, they'll go right back to the ground. Boy, he needed 5. He got 6 up to the 43-yard line. So 6 yards there on third down for Greenville.
That looked like the Reggie Bush push play. I mean, he ran up the middle and everybody just laid on him. And let's get 6 yards.
Reggie Bush push play. Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush. Matt Leinart had a little hand in that.
Yeah, he did. So first down and 10 from the 43-yard line.
Well, he turned into a great NFL quarterback, didn't he? At the 43, this time they'll go back to the ground. It's Hale, and he's taken down. Actually, that's not Crandall Hale. That's probably why he got tackled. That's Kadamian Hale. That must be Crandall's brother. Kadamian is a 6 foot 1 inch, 175-pound junior.
Good tackle by Jalen Mitchell there. Be a gain of what, about a yard, Jamie Horton?
Yeah, a yard to the 44-yard line chase. So second down and 9 upcoming. 2:40 left for the ball game here tonight. Stick around. The Bancorp South postgame show is just around the corner. 45-19 Marshall on top of Greenville. As Jarvis goes back to the ground, it's Hale, but it's not Crandall Hale. It's the younger brother. This one's coming back, and that one's pretty obvious. There's a late flag, too. There's going to be a couple of penalties here. Looks like a face mask and a hold, so
those will offset.
Those will offset, and we'll replay the down.
Yeah, that was all of a sudden he looked like he was free.
He looked like he was Crandall Hale.
I don't know who had the hold, but it looked like that was a pretty easy call.
I saw a couple. It looked like I saw a couple, and that flag came in early for the hold, and then a face mask out of bounds. So they'll just replay the down here back to the 44-yard line.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here. Are they gonna mark off?
Nope, they're going to move the ball to the 44-yard line and replay the down.
Okay, well, I couldn't figure out why. It looked like people were going to start moving there for a second.
Second down and 9 again as the last snap of the football is washed away. Got a hold and a face mask, offsetting penalties, so we'll replay the down. Second down and 9 here for Jarvis and the Greenville Lions. I believe that's no longer Jarvis in the football game as the quarterback. This time they'll do a little option toss to the right. The ball's on the ground, and I think Marshall picked it up
and took off running with it.
Yeah, Micah Smith picked it up and took off running. It'll be
Marshall's ball.
Maverick football at the 38-yard line. So Marshall gets the football back, and boy, you got 2:09 left, and not to want to rub it in or anything, Chase, but we haven't had 50 points in a long time. I'd like to see it.
Well, I think what you're going to see is Greenville going to tackle anybody? That's going to be the question. This has been a bizarre second half. I've never seen a team down by so much that conceded at half. I mean, they did. They just said, we're done.
And you would think with the emotions and the knowledge of knowing that your opponent's starting quarterback is out for the rest of the game, that maybe you could take advantage of some of the emotional lull by his teammates. They did. They conceded. And they came out and they scored on their first possession of the third quarter, Chase, and still just decided to just call it a night.
Really, really bizarre. And Marshall's going to run the clock out here. They're in the victory formation.
Yeah, they're just going to take a knee. Cameron Haller will kneel down. We'll see if Greenville burns their timeouts. I don't think they would.
I don't know why they would.
Based upon their...
They haven't been in a hurry yet.
Yeah, based upon what they've done in this second half as far as not being any sort of hurry. Chase, we're going to be done with a football game before 10 o'clock.
This has been a really, really strange football game. But, folks, if you're at home, I want you to add to your prayer list tonight Mr. Landreneau and Mr. Hart. Both of those guys got hurt here tonight. They're going to need the thoughts and prayers of this community, so you guys do that at home.
A couple more snaps of the football here for the Mavericks. As a matter of fact, they might actually have to run a play on fourth down or kick it away. We'll see. This will be a second down and 15 upcoming. They can snap the football with about 1:16 left on the clock, and they do so. And the clock will continue to run. They can take it down now well under a minute. It'll be third down upcoming, but they will have to figure out some sort of play or kick it away on fourth down, whatever you want to do.
It's just been
I guess you won't have to, Chase, no, because you can take this down under 40 seconds.
Yeah, and that'll be the ball game.
That'll be the ball game. So Marshall can just take a knee one more time. And, boy, it's a victory. Marshall gets to 7-0, 4-0 in District 15 5A play, but you almost lose in a win tonight, Chase.
Yeah, the Mavericks will go to 7-0 for the first time since '96, but it's a somber 7-0 because we lose two guys tonight. Hopefully it's not for long, and it's just a tough victory today.
Marshall wins. Homecoming 2015 is in the books, 45-19. Big Red with the victory. They're 7-0 for the first time since 1996. They're 4-0 in District 15 5A, and based upon what we've seen in Longview tonight, Marshall will enter next week in sole possession of the top spot in District 15 5A. Again, your final score, 45-19. Marshall with the win. The Bancorp South Postgame Show starts right now. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Football is a contact sport. And at Bancorp South, Banking is too. As proud supporters of local sports, we believe building strong relationships starts by making some contact of our own. From getting to know each customer to being an active part of the entire community. So whether you have checking, savings, investment, or loan needs, you can know that at Bancorp South, every day is game day. Stop by your local branch or visit BancorpSouth.com. After all, we're right where you are. Bancorp South, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Certified Collision and Glass for auto, pickup truck, 18-wheeler repair. Certified Collision and Glass also specializes in body and glass repair from a rock chip to a complete installation. Now, Certified Collision and Glass has added the equipment and completed the training to repair the all-aluminum 2015 Ford F-150 pickup truck. Certified Collision and Glass, Highway 59 next to Marshall Ford in Marshall, Texas. Certified Collision and Glass, leading the way in collision repair.
I'm Matt Moore, General Manager at Marshall Ford Lincoln, and it's SUV season at Marshall Ford. That means the biggest discounts of the year along with the best factory incentives on all of our SUV lineup, including 0% for 72 months on Escape and Expedition. In fact, we have the SUV Sign and Go sales event going where you can come out with zero down and drive away in the SUV of your choice. All of our inventory can be seen on the web at marshallford.net or come and see us on Highway 59 South in Marshall. It's Marshall Ford, your 8-time winner of Ford's prestigious President's Award for outstanding customer satisfaction.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, super fast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year, or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today, or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
It's a Maverick Stampede in 2015. Cameron Haller with the carry around the left side, now reverses field. Inside the 10-5, touchdown Cameron Haller. The young man has done it again. Midfield and more, and it's a foot race.
Bye-bye.
Chavis Mills, 10-5, touchdown Mavericks.
I'm telling you, they're not going to catch Chavis Mills.
Join me and Chase Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
Oh, her first word. Mama. Then, before I knew it... Mom! Soccer practice, art club, driver's ed, dating, graduation, 5 years of college. Mom, this is Ted. Wedding bells, and suddenly...
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes with your auto, home, and life needs. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
Final score here tonight as you're tuned into the Bancorp South postgame show. Marshall 45, Greenville 19. Homecoming 2015 is in the books, and if they had score in Longview holds true, Marshall will enter next week as the top team in District 15 5A as they move to 7-0 for the first time since 1996. More importantly, they're 4-0 in District 15 5A play, and again, by the time our heads hit the pillow tonight, Marshall looks to be the team that will have sole possession of first place in District 15 5A. Time now for your post-game statistics, and brought to you by Brad Burris, Marshall ISD School Board member Brad Burris. And as a member of the Marshall ISD School Board, Brad Burris sees firsthand the many positive things going on within Marshall ISD, and he's proud to be a part of a school district that continuously, my goodness, my word talking tonight, that continuously strives for excellence both in the classrooms and in extracurricular activities. Marshall ISD board member Brad Burris encourages the entire community to support the efforts of Marshall ISD as they seek to maximize the potential of all Marshall ISD students. Let's go Mavs, my broadcast partner, Mr. Chase Maverick Bear Palmer.
I'll tell you one thing we don't do up here, folks. When we're in the victory formation and we take those knees, we don't count those yards against the rusher there for Cameron Haller. So Haller will finish tonight with 16 carries, 138 yards. The first time this season he has not scored a touchdown.
Sky's falling, man.
Mills will finish with 15 carries, 117 yards. Hart with 3 carries, 39 yards. Patton 2 carries, 5 yards. Passing, Hart was 3 for 6, 97 yards, 2 beautiful touchdown passes. Or actually 3 beautiful touchdown passes. Haller was 1 for 2 for 14 yards, a touchdown pass to Trel Patton. Patton had 3 receptions tonight, 98 yards, 3 TDs. Garrett, 1 reception. Clayton Garrett has his first touchdown tonight. 1 reception, 13 yards, sitting in the corner. Pretty play for the touchdown. Marshall would finish with 391 total yards. Greenville would finish with 355, 185 in the first, 170 in the second. Pretty balanced night for them. But 45-19 the score. Marshall wins it, but a tough win for the Mavericks.
Yeah, and by the way, that was the last completion of Justin Hart's night, was the Clayton Garrett 13-yard touchdown catch in the front end of the corner of the end zone, where he just got behind that pylon, made the catch for a Maverick touchdown. Also, Brad Burris, Century 21, a select group, a family-owned and operated office that strives to provide the high quality of service that individuals expect from a Century 21 office. Century 21, a select group, simply the best choice for all your real estate needs. Proud to be the #1 real estate company in Marshall, and are conveniently located at downtown 215 East Chavis in Marshall.
The Mavs would start the game with an INT on their first possession. They would score on their next 6 possessions of the first half to take a 42-13 lead into the half. That's pretty impressive. You kind of started slow, but they ended really quick.
Yeah, and again, Chase, things got weird here tonight. We'll talk about it after this next break. Come back and put a bow on this one. But the Mavericks lose in winning tonight, and we'll tell you about it on the other side. The Bancorp South Postgame show continues as Maverick football continues on KMHT 103.9 FM and EastTexasToday.com. Stay tuned.
Hello, Maverick fans. This is Glenn Bickerdike, President, Bancorp South Marshall. These are exciting times in the Maverick family, and Bancorp South is proud of our Mavericks on and off the field. In addition to our athletes, our students, the coaching staff, and the entire faculty bring pride to our community. We support the Maverick family in maximizing their potential in all they do, and hope you will join us in supporting our young people as well. Let's go, Mavs!
Cruising to Padre with the top down was the best. But that was before we had the kids, all 3 of them. We went from 2-seater to sedan to minivan, joy rides to family trips, detailing to fixing dents from bikes and skateboards.
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes as fast as your taste in cars. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelters Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now is the time. Come in today and let us show you why Campbell's is your #1 award-winning dealer here in East Texas. Campbell Portable Buildings, located at 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
Roden's 506 East End Boulevard, the Whirlpool washer and dryer with the new touchscreen technology. The machine will remember your setting. Energy efficient, easy on the fabric, and the dryer will be a gentle dry with higher moisture removal, extending the life and the wear of the fabric. Consider this washer and dryer combination now. Also, KitchenAid and Maytag. Sizzling summer sales on now at Roden's Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard, where they sell only appliances and they service what they sell.
Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall, Texas. Eric Nichols and his staff will hook you up with complete collision repair and have your car looking like it came from the factory. Now, no one wants to be in an accident, but hey, happens. Certified Collision and Glass will provide you with free estimates and a lifetime warranty. Certified Collision and Glass is also iCar certified. Go see the pros at Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South in Marshall.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
For generations, folks looking for a new car, truck, or SUV have trusted Chevrolet, America's #1 automaker. And for 3 generations, East Texans have trusted family-owned Niles Chevrolet in Marshall. Whether you're looking for a sporty Cobalt, a rugged Silverado, or the redesigned Tahoe, our folks will work with you to get the best possible deal. It's what we've done at Niles for 70 years. Treat you fairly. No wonder everyone seems to leave Niles with smiles. Niles Chevrolet, 4801 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall.
At Panola National Bank, we're constantly looking for ways to make community banking even better. Now we're making it easier for you to bank on the go with mobile PNB. Our new mobile banking service allows you to access your accounts directly from your cell phone, so you can make transfers, check balances, and search transactions all from the convenience of your cell phone or tablet. Be sure to check out our new free mobile apps in the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone.
7-0 for the first time in nearly 2 decades. Your Marshall Mavericks with a 45-19 win over the Greenville Lions. And you're tuned into the Bancorp South post-game show as we put a final ribbon on this one here tonight, Chase. Again, no news yet, and no news is always good news, but we don't expect good news in terms of the health of senior quarterback Justin Hart, who just before the end of the first half here tonight looked to suffer a pretty severe right knee injury. This is a kid that his sophomore year had his leg broken in a playoff game, has come back and just had an amazing season thus far. His final year wearing a Marshall Maverick uniform, his final opportunity last week to beat the rival Longview Lobos. He got it done, was our co-player of the week last week with Jaquavian Dabbs, and for him to go down the way he did, Chase, it looks bad. It feels bad. And, you know, thoughts and prayers go out to him and certainly Mr. Landreneau as well, who came off without the ability to walk off under his own power, favoring his right leg as well. So, you know, a couple of kids tonight that are very important to this Marshall Maverick football team. Certainly football is secondary, but in terms of football, Chase, 2 very important pieces to this Marshall Maverick football puzzle. And, you know, we'll check the status. I'm sure Coach Harper will be inundated with questions about it. I'm going to certainly talk to him after the game. But, you know, Chase, it kind of puts everything into perspective.
Yeah, I mean, that's just really tough. You know, that's really tough to have that happen at any time, especially with 2 kids that have worked so hard to get to this point, both seniors. And, you know, prayers go out to Justin Hart and Caden Landreneau, and hope that's not as bad. Either one of those are as bad as they look.
Yeah, again, we don't want to speculate, but if we had to guess, Chase, it would probably have to be, you know, it looks like a season-ending and career-ending injury for Justin Hart, but details to follow in the next week. By the way, it's homecoming here tonight. So we'll announce the winners, beginning with the third runner-up. And
third runner-up tonight, Morgan Arst and Armando Balderas. The second runner-up, Katie Perez and Brandon Jernigan. The first runner-up, Alexis Hardaway and Justin Hart. And the homecoming king and queen were Chavis Mills and Austin Schenkel. And that was done right before the game. So congratulations to those guys. Again, Marshall wins 45-19 to move to 7-0, first time since '96.
Yeah, Marshall loses in winning tonight, and certainly we'll check the status of quarterback Justin Hart, and we'll have some for you on Tuesday night with Coach Glenn Harper. But again, the good news is Marshall's 7-0. You still got a lot of football left to be played, and you still got a lot of kids that still have that same fight and desire to win. And if there's any inspiration you can pull from going out there and winning for guys like Justin Hart and winning for guys like Caden Landreneau, maybe that'll be the motivation that carries this football team the rest of the way. Your last really big hurdle is next week, Chase, in terms of a district championship. You've got the Texas High Tigers next week up in Texarkana, a historically tough place to play football. So we'll see if the Mavericks can get it done next week. Then they'll have their final home game of the season in 2 weeks as they host Mount Pleasant on senior night, and then we'll end the season, the regular season, in Sulphur Springs, home of the Dairy Museum. There in Sulphur Springs, Texas. And we're going to have to figure out another way, by the way. We're not going to be able to broadcast in that little closet like we did.
Yeah, that's right. We may have to set up the table like we did at Crandall several years ago.
Yeah, because we got too much stuff, and that's a little we just can't do it. So
Player of the game.
Player of the game tonight. That's also brought to you by the Carlisle Law Firm. At the Carlisle Law Firm, their practice is about doing what's right. It's about supporting and protecting the people in their community. Scott and Casey Carlisle believe that helping our fellow neighbors keeps our community strong. At Carlisle Law Firm, they care about their clients. They care about you, regardless of the legal issue you face. Their team's ready to provide the support and get the guidance that you need. So when you're ready to talk, they're ready to listen. The Carlisle Law Firm, 903-472-5141, or visit carlisle.lawfirm.com. Off the air, we decided Chavis Mills, a gutsy performance tonight. He carried the load tonight for the Mavericks on the ground, got 2 touchdowns, ended the night with 117 yards on 15 touches. Chavis Mills, our player of the game tonight, Carlisle Law Firm.
He gets
player
better
of the game.
Gets better every week.
This is about the time last year where he started to kind of hit his stride towards the end of the season and gave us so much to look forward to this year. So a somber night here, Chase. Thanks for doing this with me again. We'll see you next week. For Emily Salee, for Reggie T. Cooper, and Megan Wallace back at the station, and my broadcast partner, Chase Palmer, I'm Jamie Horton. Mavs win, Mavs win. We'll talk to you again, same time, same place, next Friday night, right here on the home of the Mavs, KMHT 103.9 FM and EastTexasToday.com. Have a great weekend, everybody. So long.